Okay, here we are. How you doing, William? How are you doing, Kenny? Oh yeah. Was that like something you were nervous about, or? Oh, you know him pretty well then. Oh, that's cool. You can actually like hang out with him and stuff. Oh, oh, you can't hear anything, Ganji? Okay, hang on, relax. It's a test. It should be. So you can hear me just fine, but we're not getting any audio out capture. Alright, you guys can keep talking. I'm just playing with this stuff. Okay, how about now? Can you hear us?
Testing, testing. Hold on, hold on.
I'll
Hold
be
on.
right back.
There goes Kenny.
Ganji?
Was 3 steak. So bone-in ribeye. So this is probably our second most popular cut. 22 ounces. It's more intensely marbled. It's wet aged.
Can you hear anybody now?
21 days. It doesn't lose any moisture because it's in that kind of sealed and.
He says just trying to help. Very relaxed.
A lot of aged rendered fat, and it actually kind of gets you salivating before you actually start to eat steak. It doesn't leave like.
But can you hear us?
Okay, he said it's working now. He says, unfortunately, yes. So yes, William, everybody can hear you now. Better than ever. See, I switched to headphones, and I'm not like collecting the audio out of the room anymore.
Oh, so look at that.
So you guys are all like digital now, like through the computer. It'll sound way better.
Pew, pew, pew.
How about you, Kenny? What did you do today?
Kenny left.
Where'd he go?
He said he'll be right back. Your thing was working, so he got impatient.
My God, he like can't wait like 30 fucking seconds. It's insane. That's Kenny. He's wild, man.
He's a wild card, and I love him for it.
Well, what'd you have for dinner?
We went to a little Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
I had some chicken karaage.
What?
Chicken karaage. It's
Chicken
Japanese
karaage?
Yes.
That sounds good.
It's like Japanese fried chicken.
Oh, I bet that's good.
And then we had something called katsu with miso, something, or miso katsu, or something like that.
It was like a soup.
No, it's fried pork covered with like a miso-based soy sauce.
Oh my God, that sounds good.
And then we also had this.
It was that Kobe little sandwich thing, or whatever it is, Wagyu sandwich. You ever see that?
Yeah,
one?
that's a Wagyu katsu.
It's like toasty bread. It looks like an American grilled cheese with this crazy steak in the middle.
Yep. And so, what else did we have? We had this little piece of steamed daikon radish topped with that same miso sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And then for dinner, I had salmon teriyaki.
Was it raw or cooked?
It was cooked. It was like grilled salmon teriyaki, and then literally everybody else had soba.
Soba? Like
Soba.
like yakisoba, like the noodles?
No, like soba noodle soup.
Uh,
Soba noodles are made out of Japanese buckwheat.
well, that's what I said, noodles.
Yeah, but not yakisoba. That's something different.
That's like
That's
microwave stuff.
like teriyaki stir-fried noodles. This is like a noodle soup with like these very dark, almost like brown-looking noodles.
That sounds good.
It's supposed to be. It's what you're supposed to traditionally eat at New Year's, but I didn't want that, so I got the salmon teriyaki, which means that I'm gonna have which, uh, according to the woman who we were with, because my
What?
professor's wife is Japanese.
Oh, was
So
she like ordering for everybody?
yeah, she kind of ordered some extra stuff.
Oh, that's kind of cool when you like don't know what you're doing. You know?
Yeah.
Was it expensive?
No. The chicken, the fried chicken appetizer was $5, and my salmon teriyaki was what, like $16?
Did you have to pay?
Yeah, I paid for my food.
Oh, they weren't like, oh, we know you're a poor student, William. You don't have to pay.
No, I offered to pay up. I wasn't the only student there. There were a couple other students.
Oh, there was a couple other people. Okay. I don't know where Helen is. He was begging me to come on last night and then today, and then he doesn't show up. But that's standard, Helen.
Jari just posted in Kenny's chat. Prince was taught by Kenny how to promote his show.
Yeah, I don't post links or anything. You can.
He already.
It's
Don't
like
worry.
a scavenger hunt to find
Yeah.
his stream. But it is worth watching while you're talking because I always do things, unless you're like driving or something or watching something else.
I'm not driving right now, but I have my TV on in the background. But I'll turn it down.
No, you don't have to. It's not. I can't hear it. I doubt anybody else can. I keep getting. Every time I go down to go to work, I get a call that says I don't have to. So I did that again today. It's like I get like halfway there and then it's like, oh, you didn't need to do anything today.
So, wait. So aren't you getting paid for that? Aren't you like not getting paid then? Are they like
Oh
quietly?
no, I get paid no matter what. It doesn't matter.
Oh well, look at you, Lottie.
Yeah, so just. But that's the thing. Like, it's not like you do extra hours and make more money either.
Yeah.
You know, there's none of that either. So. Oh, why don't you have your audio fixed, douche? What are you doing? I have to leave now.
Should I tag Kenny to come back, or should we let him come back on his own?
No, he can come back if he wants. He doesn't have to. Yes, this is live. This is live, William.
We are live with Prince. Have you ever had these crackers called chicken and a biscuit?
Oh yeah, they're good.
Did you know what the secret ingredient is for the seasoning on the outside?
Chicken broth?
No, not just chicken broth. It's dehydrated pulverized chicken.
Oh.
They literally take dried chicken and turn it into a powder and put that powder on the
I guess it's better than like MSG, right?
Yeah, they don't. If you look at the ingredients, hold on, let me look. I don't think MSG is even an ingredient.
Because it's the same kind of flavor, basically. MSG is kind of like chicken,
Yeah, no.
salty flavor.
Oh wait, yes, it does have. It does have MSG, monosodium glutamate.
I feel like I'm back in Italy watching Michelangelo. I wish. I hope someday people will find these streams and go, "Wow, look at this
But
genius."
it does have the ingredient dehydrated cooked chicken. So
Dehydrated chickens?
Yes.
That's probably not bad for you.
But it is under the ingredient list. It is listed under MSG. So there's more MSG in this than there's dehydrated cooked chicken.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
that makes you think a little bit, doesn't it?
Hey, but you know what? Who cares? It's fucking delicious.
That they're very good, those crackers. I know it.
MSG
I've had
isn't
them.
actually bad for you. It's literally just salt.
Yeah, it's naturally occurring in some foods too, I think.
Tomatoes have a lot of MSG.
Yeah, and sir, I
Steak
can't.
has a lot of natural MSG, like a well-aged,
Yeah, people
well-marbled
are
steak.
afraid of it, but they don't realize that it's in a lot of the things that they have already.
It's literally what makes food taste like savory in some cases.
Oh, Billy, you know what you have to get? You know what you gotta get?
What do I have to get?
You might even have one already, but I got one of those instant pots for Christmas.
No, I don't. I don't want. I don't have room for one really.
Dude, it's so cool. It like for if you like to make like any kind of like soups or stews, that's all I've really done with it so far. It like changes it from like 5 hours to like 45 minutes. It
Yeah,
like legitly, it's like it's weird, like how good it works. It's odd, but yeah, you should check it out. For someone who likes to cook, it would be really cool.
but I would rather just put my stock on the stove overnight for 12 hours.
That's what's weird though, dude. I'm telling you, and I'm like, my mom got it from me. She's the same way, and I'm the same way. We're both like that. Like you'd like to do it like that, like the real way. It like does just as good a job. I'm telling you, it's like the Tesla of cooking. you're like, huh? That shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah, but I'm okay right now. Maybe when I get a bigger apartment, I have more room for it.
When you get the 3-car garage,
No, I just need a one. I'll just need a one-car
you can
garage.
fit the instant pot. You can put it in the spare bedroom. Well, I'm glad this is working. That's very cool. Like I figured it out. What?
What?
I just was saying I'm glad this is working.
Oh yeah,
I figured it out. The audio works.
Yay! But today was literally the first day I've had fried chicken in like months.
Oh yeah, weren't you like supposed to be like avoiding that fried?
Well, I was just like not supposed to eat it as much.
Oh, just like cut back on shit.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really good.
It sounds like it. That's what I was gonna say. I ate beef stew that I made in that thing. It took longer to like cut the vegetables, I think, than to actually cook the shit. Pretty amazing.
Oh my gosh. His nose. It's Lucy. It's 83.
Oh, I didn't like this.
Have you ever had Wagyu beef, like real Wagyu?
Yeah, yeah, with all the cool marblings.
Yeah. I've only had it.
I mean, I've only had it at like this, regular Japanese place. I mean, I don't know if it was as cool as like, the coolest Wagyu beef. Because I know it's all different.
Well, yeah. I've had it twice. I had it once at this one Japanese restaurant with my family, and then the second time was at my friend's bachelor party that I went to last summer at the steakhouse we went to. We all got Wagyu fillets.
But there was no Japanese people present.
What?
There was no Japanese people present.
No, it was an American steakhouse.
I don't know if that counts then. You know what I mean? Like when
yeah,
you see,
but
like I could never figure if I have had it, but it was kind of like the way you had it. It's good stuff though. I mean,
it's just decadent.
yeah,
Is that
it's
Kenny back? Oh, that's Jari.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hey man, how are you?
Do you have me muted still?
Fine.
What's that, William?
I think Jari has me muted. Ask him if he has me muted still.
He doesn't.
I don't have you muted now that you don't make. Oh, there we go again with that. But it's okay. I don't have you muted. I don't.
With what
I don't.
noise? I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just holding my phone. Okay. And you can't hear my
making his
TV
best
in the back.
effort
I'm making my best fucking effort, Jari.
for your
okay.
listening pleasures. How are you, Mr. Jari? What are you doing today? Or yesterday, or whatever. you did?
Drinking coffee, trying to wake up.
It's New Year's Eve
Morning.
day.
Yeah.
There. Okay. Oh, it's early there. What is it, like 6?
5:30.
5:30, yeah.
That's about when I wake up for work.
What's on your agenda for today?
Full for work day, and then there's a couple of parties.
Oh, yeah.
I might have to.
That's the one thing that everybody shares is New Year's, except for maybe the Chinese.
Yeah, well, at least Russians do it properly. They celebrate the New Year the whole January.
Oh, like the whole month?
Oh yeah.
Man, I wonder why they're so wrecked all the time.
Like nothing gets done. Like if you are selling something to Russians, they are not gonna answer the phones or anything like that or emails. They're just sorry, too drunk today.
My friend, he's actually a YouTube guy that I met on here. He'd travel all over the place, and he said Russia is definitely where it's at. He said once you get the hang of going there and stuff, he says it's like the best place to go to. Because he would go to like Sochi and stuff like that all the time.
The best is this one. Duh, but it's not fair.
Yeah, it must be really different, these big cities like Moscow or St. Petersburg,
Yeah.
and then going to a small places like Sochi and all that, and seeing the, because it's such a giant, country, just like USA, like,
Yeah,
people
it
are
even makes
so
here
different.
look small. I mean, I guess it's way bigger than the United States, but the U.S. is pretty big too, I guess, as countries go. Compared to like European ones and stuff.
It's not good. Don't let me eat any more of that. I'll never enjoy food again. What a month it's been.
Yeah, they even have some very Asian looking people in Russia too. I guess that's because of like Genghis Khan, like thousands of years ago.
Yeah, the Asian people, and of course, like in Siberia and all that places, you know,
Yeah,
a lot of people from Mongolia.
You know, they look a lot like our Inuit in Alaska.
And to be fair, Russia is an Asian.
And he's gone in middle of the sentence.
What happened, William? Where'd you go? Huh. You must be using an iPhone 4.
I think he's using Obama phone.
Poor William.
For some reason, I cut out. Something happened.
Oh.
Anyways, what I was saying is Russia is an Asian country, so it makes sense if some people in Russia looked Asian, no?
Well, yeah, I mean, very Asian. The further you get over to China and stuff.
Like you guys have what it is, 3 or 2 different time zones, 3 different time zones in your country.
Yeah.
Russian has
4.
4.
Okay, well, Russia has 11.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a lot bigger than here.
Actually, we have 7 if you include Hawaii and Alaska, because I believe
yeah, that's true. Do you really count those though?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. We can say this: mainland USA has 4 time zones: Eastern, Central, Mountain, and Pacific.
Genji wants to know if your name is pronounced Yari or not.
Yeah, well, I guess in American way, yeah. I pronounce that it Yari, so it's never gonna go right way in
like
any
the
way.
little tongue roll on it. Huh? I don't know if I can do that right now. Yari. That's close enough, right?
Yeah.
William, try to pronounce the name.
Yari.
Oh, that was pretty close. That was better than mine. I wish Mr. Kenny was here to try.
I guess he doesn't care about the prime time of internet.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't love me anymore.
Who doesn't love you anymore?
Mr. Kenny and Mr. Helen.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened with Kenny. He said he would be back.
What is Kenny's name on? Who is Danica in my server? Is that Kenny?
That's me.
That's you.
No,
Okay.
I'm.
Okay. And Kenny is Lenny, right? Yeah. Okay. I think that's him.
Same guy who doesn't want his real name going out, and then he has a Facebook link on his profile with his full name.
Yeah.
I said his full name on air the other day, and he didn't even notice.
He likes to. He's like Mr. Dox himself.
See, at least I'm thankful that I don't dox. I mean, some people know my last name, but it's not like the most known thing.
I like that Prince's last name is Penis.
Isn't that funny? That's just the way it turned out, too. It works for multiple things. You go the Prince Noob Show, or Penis, or Prince Noob Sauce, or works for all kinds of things. Uh-oh. It says I got an error. Oh, it's just buffering, that's all.
So do you have any New Year's plans? Are you going to party somewhere, Prince?
There's a couple places I could go. Like I could go to my friend's bar. She'll be there, but I really don't feel like spending the money. That's really because everything is so expensive unless you want to go to like a shitty place that it gets to be like $7 a beer, and then like your appetizer is like $12, and then your meal is like 20, and then you have more beer. Before you know it, you blew like $100. I shouldn't do that. I probably will anyway though. Oh, Ganji says the stream is fine on his end. Yeah, YouTube's giving me weird messages. Helen says he's climaxing over a Say and Z screaming match, but he will come when it's over.
Oh, and Jennifer has never been on air with you.
No, she's not. She hasn't. She's welcome to come in. Basically, my server is like having my phone number. Basically. Like, you can come and talk to me anytime you want if you're in there. Same difference, right?
I guess she's a little nervous to lose her virginity on this.
I'd love to hear about her trip with Kenny, like how his visit went. Because I haven't heard anybody. Like, that's what I wanted to ask Kenny about, and he left.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, that was like, I really wanted him to stay so I could ask him about his holiday with Miss Chin. And with his family and what else.
But it's tough to have a conversation with here, and since everybody is trying to irk somebody,
Maybe he'll be back. He usually does come back like 2 or 3 times. Don A must be on. but you can stream on Saturdays.
Yeah, it was funny. But
why not? Oh, because that's when Don A streams.
So fucking what? You can stream whenever the fuck you want to stream.
No. You gotta ask Kenny for rules.
You have to do
but
it.
The rules always. How do we know what the rules are if they always change?
They always are changing. You have to guess right.
So, Prince.
Yeah?
What is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Breakfast cereal?
Yes.
Geez, I guess what I eat the most is probably like, I like Raisin Bran with the clusters in it. You know what I mean?
What was your favorite breakfast cereal growing up, though?
When I was a kid? Like, you mean like junk cereal?
Yeah, well, whatever cereal.
I really liked. You know what I really liked? I liked either Frosted Flakes or Cocoa Krispies.
Both good choices, I would have to say.
I
I'm watching
also,
the.
you know, what my favorite thing was though, was those. I don't know. I guess they still make them. Were those little snack packs? Remember those with the little tiny boxes of cereal in them?
Yes.
And you could. I don't know if they still make them this way, but in the old days they were wax paper inside, and
Yeah.
you took a knife and cut them, and then cut them the other way, and they'd open, and you could pour the milk right in the box. Yeah, it was so cool, and you could eat it right out of the box. They don't, I don't think they make them that way anymore. I think it's all plastic now. I guess you could still
Yeah.
do it, technically. All you need is like a knife. It's not like
Tony Gaga, did you ever eat breakfast cereal growing up at all, or was that not a thing for you in
they
Finland?
have muesli there.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, they of course, cereals are worldwide and all that, but we usually eat oatmeal or some sort of porridge or something like that. And but if nowadays, if I would eat that type of stuff, I would eat definitely muesli.
So yeah, I was there.
Yeah, and without that damn sugar that they put in there. But you can. It's actually very popular that people are mixing their own muesli and being like taking really good care of what they put in there and not to add any sugars. So cereals. I don't know anybody who eats cereals here around here.
Fair enough. I would have to say that my favorite growing up was Reese's Puffs.
Oh Jesus, you're going for like mega candy cereal.
Hey, chocolate and peanut butter was really good. Nowadays, I would have to say my favorite cereal would either have to be one of the fruit honey bunches of oats or cinnamon toast crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. See, I never got into that one. I never
Cinnamon
liked that one.
Toast,
It's
it
just
tastes,
like sugar.
I know it, but it tastes like churros.
It's seriously like someone just dumped sugar in a
That's why you
bowl.
eat it with milk. That's why you eat it with milk, so that way the sugar dissolves into the milk, and you're actually
It's
like
amazing
just
any of us have any teeth at all. That's one good thing about like all this new stuff that's happening, and everybody likes the Whole Foods and Wegmans and Trader Joe's and all these places, is that kids aren't getting to eat that shit anymore, and they really shouldn't. I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun and all, and we're talking about good memories and stuff from it, but it's really not good for you.
yeah. I mean, I seriously wonder all these people who don't sort of like pay any attention how much salt or sugar they consume every day.
Look at Cobra. His head
Like,
is swollen up to like 3 times his normal size because of his poor eating habits.
is that from the salt intake or the sugar intake?
I imagine it's both. It's probably more from salt, though, I would think. I think salt is the one that makes you like get all bloated and funny looking. Oh, look, there's Ryan A. He's in
Hello?
the chat.
Travis is here.
Hello?
What's up, guys?
Hey, man.
hello.
Did you do some artsy stuff right now?
Oh, yeah.
You drawing right now?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And I got the Discord running through the good audio now.
Nice.
Yeah. Should listen and check it out. It's all smooth. It has the Ganji seal of approval, so it must be good.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to it right now. It's perfect.
Yeah,
No echo or
good.
anything. Holy shit, that's a scary ass zombie. Wait,
Yeah,
is that
I don't know what
blackface?
this dude is. I just started drawing him.
It's not a white guy in blackface, right?
No, no, I don't
You should
think
draw
it's.
his
I don't
lips
think
real
it's a
pink.
human being at all. I'm not really sure. It just happens to be the colors I have. To be honest with you, I got a sepia and what the fuck is this one? Sanguine. So you could say it's a sepia person.
Nice.
What's up, Helen? How are you today? What did you do?
Nothing.
Nothing? Did you go to work?
Yeah. No, I didn't work today. I got
Oh,
the day
that's
off.
good.
So what'd you do? Sleep all day?
Sleep all day. Got food. My dog slept on my bed for a little while.
Yeah, I saw it. It was all on your wiener.
Right?
Very affectionate.
Very.
Oh, I really wanted Kenny to stay in so we could hear about his holiday. Sponsored by Blue Chew.
Normal rules.
Oh, is that Kenny? Do we have him?
No.
Oh, man. Yeah, today was pretty boring for me, actually. I didn't really do much. I got rid of my carpet. That was kind of fun. Because, like, the rubber underneath, like, got all bad and dry rotted, and it was making all dust in the house, and it probably was really unhealthy, so I got rid of it. Oh, Ryan's gonna call Kenny. Why doesn't he come in? Helen, what's your New Year's Eve plans?
I'm gonna be working.
Oh, you are.
Yeah.
Like, even at, like, midnight when it strikes?
No, I'll probably be on here, I guess.
What about you, William? What is your New Year's plans? Any parties?
Not New Year's Eve, but New Year's Day I'm going to a celebration. New Year's Day I'm going to a marijuana legalization party.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you got full legal there, don't you?
Yep, January 1st.
Nice. I hope we get it soon. I mean, not that anything will change. I mean, it'll still just be the same, pretty much. This guy's really weird. I should probably keep him, like, in the fucking camera, though. That would help. Yeah, I guess I was gonna go out. Actually, I was gonna go out to where my friend, the girl with the tattoos, works, but I think it might be a little rich for my blood, and I was just there, so I'll need to spend another $100.
Jamie, what's one type of video you've always wanted to?
Conspiracy theories?
Ooh, aliens, Bigfoot.
Mermaids? Exactly.
What are you watching, Liam? Are you watching Disney Plus?
No, I'm watching the Try Guys on YouTube. He's rating breakfast cereal. That's why I asked about cereal.
Oh, what are their high ratings?
right now he's doing the ratings with a little kid, and the little kid has Cocoa Puffs and Apple Jacks as the top two.
Apple Jacks are good. I gotta admit, he's got a point there. That kid's got a point. I forgot about those. Those are really good. Those are the ones that you eat so fast it like hurts your mouth. You know what I mean? Like it cuts it up.
You remember that when Apple Jacks used to not taste like apples, and then
Yeah, they
taste
tasted
like
nothing like apples at all. They tasted like Frosted Flake O's.
and then they made them taste like apples.
It's like the apple pies at McDonald's were so good back in the day, and they changed them around. Now they suck. Like we get all high and just go to get apple pies. Did you ever have one of the old school ones, William? Or Helen?
Cookie Crisp used to be really good, and then they changed it. Now it's shitty.
Cookie Crisp is an old one.
Cookie Crisp.
Actually, most of them are really old. It's probably why they're like not making as much money. It's just they haven't been putting time into their products at all. You can't expect to sell the same thing forever.
How old you were when you get first time high, Prince?
Yeah, I actually didn't start very young. I think I was like 19 or I guess 18. I think 18, maybe 17, somewhere in there. I know people who like started when they were like 12. I don't think that's such a good idea. Yes, the old school McDonald's apple pies were good, but would burn the shit out of your mouth. I think that's why they changed them, because I think people were like having like lawsuits and stuff over them. But they were really good at one time. Did you ever have that kind, William, when they had the old ones?
If I did, I don't remember.
They were basically like a hot pocket, and they were deep fried until the outside was all like crispy and bubbly. They have all these little like bubbles all over, and they were like golden. They were so good.
I'm pretty sure I never even tasted that.
They were really awesome. But I think MJ there in the chat, that's Tawana, is right. I think that's why they stopped making them, was because of lawsuit shit, really. They're too dangerous.
Do you remember honeycomb cereal?
Yeah, sure. That was Tony Soprano's favorite cereal.
Dude, I like that one still. You know, you want to know?
They're too big. They're big. I don't like the bigness of the honeycomb.
You want to know what cereal is really good to crush into crumbs to use for chicken breading?
To use for Panera? What?
No, to use for chicken.
Like breading on the chicken outside?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Captain Crunch.
Really?
Yeah.
It makes some. No wonder why you have like all gas and stuff. You're like putting Captain Crunch on your chicken and stuff.
I mean, no, I haven't done that here, but my mom did it while I was growing up.
Yeah, that probably is pretty good, actually. Is it all? I guess it's all sweet, right?
No, you add some salt and pepper. Well, actually, yeah, just add a little salt. And...
Yeah, I would think it would have to be sweet, right?
I think you might have to do a cooking show, Prince, where you try that.
I could do that. I could do a cooking show. I mean, it'd be hard to do it live. I guess I could do it live from my phone.
Well, I mean, if this King Cobra can do it, I'm pretty sure you can figure out how to do it.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the difference between him doing something and like the way you actually do something is like totally different. It's not even the same animal. Cobra's like
You can have
next level.
you can have some autistic meltdown there
Yeah, I
between
can
those.
smash my phone into little pieces and stuff. Yeah, he's been having some real difficulties. Like, he's got that girl, that Ellen that he's obsessed with, that lives at the weird old people's house that he hangs out at. And obviously she doesn't like him, and he's been making like Facebook video after Facebook video and like mentioning her, but not really. Like really like stalkerish videos.
Oh, William, in the YouTube chat, Jennifer informs you that they do that crushing that whatever cereal that was in restaurants in
Oh, they have
Boston.
Captain Crunch chicken, Jennifer? You should come in and tell us about it. Captain Crunch chicken. I bet there's a bunch of cereals that would be pretty good. Like Rice Krispies, just normal Rice Krispies, that would be pretty good, and that wouldn't be like terrible for you.
We use cornflake crumbs all the time.
Cornflakes I've had, yeah. That's like kind of like panko almost.
Corn pops would be pretty good. Honeycomb cereal would actually be pretty good on chicken too.
How would you get the corn pops on the outside though?
You crush them up. You like take like a mallet or like a rolling pin, put them in a bag and just crush them.
But they're like, wouldn't corn pops just kind of get like flattened? Wouldn't they just be flat corn pops?
No, I think they would crush.
You think? I don't know.
Well, I know Captain Crunch does.
Well, Captain Crunch is different. That's a crunchy. That's little golden treasure chests. I bet you didn't know that.
Oh, by the way, according to a Discord, Kenny doesn't want to come in voice chat because I have muted him. So you have me to blame, Prince.
Ah. No, it's drama. You have Kenny muted?
Yeah.
Why? He's
It's
only
the same
ever in
reason.
here for like a couple seconds.
Yeah, but
He makes too much noise.
no, I mean, if Kenny wants to come in, I promise I will
You have to
unmute.
unmute Mr. Kenny.
Okay, now Kenny is unmuted.
Okay, you're unmuted, Kenny. You can come in now if you like.
I didn't know about the rules that I cannot unmute.
Yeah, you're not allowed to mute the Kenny.
But now you called him a crybaby, so who knows if he'll.
I want to hear about his trip.
What do you, Billy? I mean, you want me to delete that message?
No, I didn't. No. I'm just saying what might happen.
And Jennifer, you need to really seriously stop eating cereals. They are not good for you.
Cornflakes. I thought cornflakes are a cornerstone of the breakfast.
Granola is really good.
I had McDonald's for breakfast today. It was
with
bad.
yogurt.
What did you have for breakfast in McDonald's?
Oh, I had a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit meal with coffee. You get the hash brown with it. I don't know how they make that for $4.
Honey Nut. Some breakfast cereals aren't really that bad for you. Like Honey Nut Cheerios isn't.
No, they're not
that
bad for you. Cheerios are fine. You can give them to little kids. They like them.
And to be fair, a lot of those cereals, they purposely pack in a lot of vitamins.
Well, yeah, they're injected with vitamins, you know. It's like you ever do that experiment in school when you take the cornflakes and you let them dissolve in the water and then you put them in the centrifuge or whatever and so you get the iron filings out of it? You ever do that? You all iron in the bottom of the
No.
glass? Yeah, that's how much iron is like just put in it. You can actually see it.
Yeah. It tastes like
Yeah, I just check it out, William. So typical morning cereal with this honey, whatever you said, honey pot cereal, whatever.
honey
Honey.
Oh,
nut, honey nut Williams.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it contains the typical bowl that children eat. That contains 9 grams of sugar. Do you know how much they recommend sugar for children once a day?
I don't know. No idea.
25 grams. So basically, in just morning cereals is over 1/3 of that. So how can that be a healthy? I mean, look at you, how you become.
Huh.
Well, if
Hey
we're
Kenny, what are you
that this
doing?
is if this breakfast
Where'd you
cereal
go?
is the amount if is the only ce- uh, thing they're eating for breakfast, then wouldn't a third of the daily amount of sugar be proportionate to how much they should be eating then?
Yeah, well, they're gonna eat 4 more meals, little children.
Yeah, they
Four
can't
more
have.
meals. I didn't eat 5 meals a day when I was
Not
growing up.
not full meals, but it's for God's sake, if you have a kid, you're supposed to give him something to eat for every 2 hours or so. Then some little like banana or apple or something.
Ah, yeah, you've got a fair point.
You feed your kid every 2 hours. Huh?
Tavana tells in a YouTube chat that William is a sperm.
William is
I'm
a
an
specimen.
I'm an experiment. I probably am. I am somewhat experiment.
Yeah, grape nuts do get soggy actually.
Oh, so Kenny commented in your chat. Can't see his worthless comment now. I wonder why. So now Kenny has Jari.
You guys are all blocking each other.
I guess.
Ugh.
Helen, you're still here. What's going on, dude? You sound like you're all.
Dude, I got a really bad back right now, dude. My back is fucking killing me.
Why don't you go to
Take
like
some
a
Kratom.
massage place?
You should take some drugs. It will help.
Take some
Some-
kratom, maybe.
Some what? Some cocks? Yeah, take some
Cock-
cocks.
I can't even just
help.
laying down. It's like my lower back's fucking laying down, standing up, anything. It hurts.
You must have picked up something wrong today.
That must be it.
Maybe you
I was
slept
hurting
on
when
it
I
wrong.
woke up. Yeah, I probably slept on it wrong somehow, or in like a weird position.
I was gonna say it is your back though. Neck is what always gets me from sleeping wrong.
Yeah, normally it would be neck too. I don't know if it was from sleeping. I don't know, but normally yeah, it is the neck.
I'm kind of tired of these. I need to like mark these things because I always grab the wrong one. Oh, I think this is the right one. Yay. Tawana says he didn't like your kratom pellets.
Yeah, I'm out of them now anyways. I ordered some more.
Oh, yeah?
We'll see how long my New Year's resolution lasts, but I'm
What's
gonna
your
try to make this
resolution?
the last bag that I just ordered.
You're
I'll
quitting
take it less and
kratoms?
less. I'm gonna try.
Wow.
Maybe.
You've been having negative health effects?
No, just financial.
Oh, it's cost you too much money.
Yeah.
They gotta be marking that shit up, too.
Well,
Travis dear, if you didn't see a YouTube chat, would be glad to know that Kenny blocked you in there also.
Oh, is that why Kenny's not in here? Everybody's all like fighting with each other right now. Hey, there's
it was
Beetlejuice. He can come in here, Mr. Beetle from Texas.
Who is MJ?
That's Tawana.
Oh, this one. Yeah, you didn't like the kratom pellets, huh?
No. He
Oh,
says
wow.
vote no.
Yeah, the gels are easier to get down. And considering how much I take in a dose, like almost a little more than half an ounce, it's a lot of gels to get down. And I just thought maybe like, oh, if it's pressed, then
Maybe it'd be less
know,
of a challenge.
yeah, less of the gelatin, yeah.
And the vegan caps don't do you any better.
Not that I remember. It's been a while since I tried vegan caps again. I mean, that's when I was doing it myself, you know? I can't find any place that has them already made with vegan capsules. There's only a couple
Oh, you'd
places
have
that
to do
actually
it
offer it at
yourself
a
again.
decent price. Yeah, and I'm not gonna do that. I'd rather just pay the money.
So are you cutting down for your kratom consumption, or are you just gonna quit already altogether, Travis?
Cut down and then try to quit. I'm trying to make this, no matter what happens, I'm gonna try and, that's my version of quitting, just don't buy more. Once they're out, sort of thing.
Ooh, that'll work.
Do you think that you might pick up something new to replace
Nah,
that?
I don't think so. Maybe some extra. I might try and get into edibles again, like weed. That would be a good
Yeah,
substitute.
you should just
I
spend
guess.
the extra money on weed then.
Is that your financial recommendation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is what you should do. Yeah, I'd really like to take these mushrooms I got. Maybe I could do that for New Year's Eve. That would be fun, right?
Dude, that's what I want to do for this next weekend.
What time? Because I might be there's I might go home and take mushrooms too.
Oh,
I'll take mushrooms.
you have a good an old hoedown of a party.
I'll be right back.
A hoedown with nobody that knows what's going on.
Would you be down for that? We would have to set a time though.
Oh well, now you're getting into specifics.
Well, I have to know because I would have to go back to my apartment because that's where the mushrooms reside.
Mr. Trap is still working.
The what?
Mr. Trap is still at work.
Oh, you still working?
So I made for some tuna salad for lunch today. Ooh, it was so good.
I like tuna salad. I think I like chicken better though.
I used 1 can of albacore tuna and 1 can of ahi tuna.
Ooh.
Yellowfin.
I didn't know they put ahis in the can.
It's a new variety can.
What is it
Called-
like? Charlie tuna?
It's like high end.
Huh.
It was like $3.29 for the can.
That's not that bad if it's not small. Regular tuna is expensive tuna. That's not even like a cheap food anymore.
Well, tuna's $2 or $1.99 a can usually.
Tuna.
But if you go for the good tuna, that's usually around $3.50 to $5 a can.
Yeah, fuck that.
Hey, I used to buy $5 cans of these ones that they had at Walmart.
Well, you paid for it with your anxiety gas.
Hey, that tuna has nothing to do with my anxiety. Okay, knock it off with that
It's not the tuna.
tuna.
Tavana is in a YouTube chat saying chicken salad with apple chunks, but I will replace those apples with sun-dried
Oh yeah,
tomatoes.
chicken salad. Do you ever have that with the apples, Jari? That might be just an American thing.
No, I think I've seen some salads with apple piece, pieces of apple, but I mean, I would definitely. I don't need that sweetness from apples, so
I'm
I
not a
would.
big sweet
Go
guy in my salad either, to be honest with you.
I would definitely go for sun-dried tomatoes or something like
I
that.
like a savory. For that kind of stuff. These markers are crazy. It's like almost paper colored. You wouldn't believe how old these things are, and they still work like they're brand new. They've got to be going on like 15, I would say. I know no one cares about art supplies, but it's pretty amazing to me. They still keep going.
Their art supplies still work after 15 years.
Hey, it's not too late
Yeah.
to make it blackface.
What do you mean?
You could add big puffy white.
Oh, you mean
Pink
like a
lips.
big red mouth and stuff?
Yeah. And then it'll look silly.
One of the ways Robert Crumb became famous was drawing blackface cartoons. But he was doing it like as a commentary on society. So you can't really do that again, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people would not go for it again. He already covered that. You don't have to do that.
There's been enough blackface comedy in history.
But even, commentary, it doesn't even matter what kind it is. It's been done.
Been there, done that.
Prince, do you know what Ryan A is talking about when he says Bowie Aladdin Sane colors?
Yeah, he's talking about David Bowie's, one of his personas was called Aladdin Sane, which goes into, like, if you do it in English, you can, and British, it's a lad insane. But it's also
okay.
Aladdin, like, the storybook character who's also sane.
Yeah.
It's got a double meaning. No, I know what he means, yeah.
What if the story of Aladdin is just about a boy
It's about what? A boy and his Disney Plus?
No, a boy who was hallucinating.
Oh,
Like
Oh,
Don
you mean like a
Quixote?
Bible?
The
that's like
Burning
Alice
Bush
in
Man.
Wonderland too.
Yeah, that's like what Alice in Wonderland is. It's about a
Especially, you ever see Return to Oz, the second one?
no.
You gotta see that, William. You'd really like that. It's fucking
They have it.
weird. It was like it was made. It was supposed to be for kids, but it was just like the trippiest, scariest movie.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with the Bible, like Old Testament. I mean, whoever wrote that shit in the first place must be eating a lot of mushrooms.
Yeah, they were smoking the bush while it was burning.
Yeah, raining stones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's that guy. He his whole life he's made like a couple books on it, and it's all about how he's like a Bible study guy, but he's a huge advocate for weed. So he breaks down all these different things about like how this means really they were using an anointed oil, and you
It's
look
like
up
hash
history,
oil.
they were using hundreds of pounds of hash oil and then putting it on people's skin and drinking it or shit like that. It was actually pretty
He must be on YouTube.
I mean, it's not conclusive one way or the other, but it was pretty intriguing to see his arguments and like the way he broke it down.
You should go on
Yeah,
Joe Rogan.
I remember reading something that they started putting that hash oil or something like that in as an ointment to a skin, like rubbing it to your hands,
Yeah.
chest area, and all
It
that.
works. I know people who use it for topical.
And then they've never experienced any kind of real drugs, so it's like, can you imagine? Like, you just see it as like a holy plant then, like it's like biblical. That's what makes sense why it's in the Bible. They think it's like sent from God. They're like, holy shit, we talked to God while we took this oil.
But I mean, it's the same thing with opium. Like, whoever started first growing that up, like, how did they figure out that, okay, you should smoke it and,
Yeah, it was the first
That's
guy to do
true,
that.
yeah. That's what they say with
Did
magic mushrooms too, because they can grow under cow shit and stuff, and that's probably how it first started. Like it was just in fucking shit and mud and stuff.
Well, I think anything that is smoked to like get a high probably came from just people throwing it in their fire, to burn it.
Yeah.
And then they were like, they got a breeze blowing at them, and they're like, "Whoa, hey, check that out!"
Right.
And moved on to smoking it.
Can you imagine all the fuck ups though at the same
Oh
time?
yeah,
Like, hey,
I
that
always
was
think
fucking
about that.
good.
Like, how many people died from eating different shit, and like, oh well, you're not supposed to eat that.
They throw it like on top of firewood, and they think it's the firewood, so they start trying to smoke the firewood.
yeah, but the same thing with this jungle type of livings, like, people who are living in some rainforest or something like that. Like, I wonder if that insect is poisonous or not. Like, then it stings and you die, and then, a couple of days later in agony.
Yeah, there is those fuck, I forget where it was. I think it was in like South America, and they collect that honey bee stuff. Like it's a certain type of honey, and it gets you fucked up, I guess.
Weird. I know on Wild Boys, Steve drank some kind of like honey alcohol at some tribe. I can't remember if he was in Africa, where the hell he was, but a lot of
the
these people
Nepalese
brew it
honey.
with spit.
Ew.
Yeah, it's really weird. They like spit in with the honey and with like fruit and stuff, and that's what they use is like the fermenting agents. Huh. I guess it does kind of look like Kevin Bacon, doesn't it?
And yes, Tavana, you're right about our time zone.
William's always right.
What am I doing?
You're being right again.
No, Tavana,
Oh.
not William.
This paper kind of sucks. It's weird. It's like I see these like little holes in it, and it like won't take any pigment. It's really weird. I guess it's like because it's cheap junk paper.
So any New Year's resolutions for you, Prince?
I don't know. I don't really make resolutions. I don't really have anything to change, but I would like I don't know. I would like maybe a new girlfriend this year. That would be nice. I would like to and make some more money, more than last year. Other than that, I'm kind of fine. I don't know.
Okay, let's start with the girlfriend. Did you have a girlfriend during this year?
During this year, no.
When did you broke up with the last one?
I guess the year before that.
Okay, so it's been 2 years, so you're not actually as desperate as Cobra is, King Cobra.
No. And plus, like, I'm older. It doesn't count after a while. It's not as easy as it used to be.
So in your plans with the making more money, are you gonna work more?
I don't know. Probably not. Like I said, it's yeah, probably not.
Second question would be, would you spend less money on weed? But I guess that first question
That's
was
what's
enough.
weird. I really don't spend a lot on it. I get it for pretty cheap, and I don't know. I might spend, I don't know, maybe $90 a month maximum. That's like not much at all. Some people go through that in a week.
Yeah, or just like you said, like one night at a bar and you are.
Oh yeah,
down
you're already
100.
there. You're already there. If you do that, that's what's crazy. Just going out is like insane anymore. I don't know how it is where you live, but here it's just it's ridiculously expensive anymore. And I'm not even talking like cool places or anything. I mean, they're just like normal places. That's why, like, here we have like these clubs, like there'll be like Democratic Club or like the Foreign Legion or Veterans of Foreign Wars or the Firehouse. You can get membership to, and all it is like basically a building you go in and drink for like 25 cents a beer.
Yeah.
You probably, I
There's
don't know if you
a
have
lot of
them.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like private clubs.
Well, they are not. Yeah, they are not that well known. But I mean, if you ask around, you can find one.
You can find them. Yeah, you have to be. You're not even allowed in them here. You have to be like a member.
Yeah, same here.
Or like, I guess if you have like a friend, they can invite you. I don't know. Everybody's so normal in those places. I don't really do very well in them.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, I actually am cutting my hair very soon. I just have to wait till YouTube resets so I can see what's going on with that. Oh. Oh,
$16 for a beer in a in a hockey game, like yeah, that is expensive. That's officially more expensive than any beer here in Finland.
Oh yeah, you can. At sports games or concerts, you get killed. They just kill you. They don't even care. They're just like you're paying. Like when Kenny was there and he got like that pizza and everything. I can't imagine what he spent on that. Like a whole big pizza and a beer like that. That's got to be $40. Coming in nicely, tubes.
So did you use with this OBS? Did you use the banana meter?
No, I didn't need to. The only thing I needed to do was you have to basically just capture your outgoing audio source, which I had it set to speakers before, which was why nobody could hear anything because I had headphones on. And I hadn't switched it to headphones. Like it's supposed to do it automatically, but it just doesn't seem to do that ever. Helen, did you notice that the OBS doesn't do anything automatic that it's supposed to?
Yes, you have to each time you start it up, it's retarded.
Yeah, you have to do it all over again.
Yeah.
It crashed my computer earlier too.
Well, not everything over. It should be. You just gotta kind of flip it on. It depends
Yeah,
what
you
you're
have to
talking
restart
about,
the
but
cameras every time, I noticed.
yeah.
But so far, I mean,
That's
so
why I don't
good.
turn off my computer for weeks. I just let it run.
Yeah, I can't believe
So
it,
I
dude. It's
forgot that's a problem.
unbelievable how stable it is on your you don't even care setup.
Right. The only thing that ever shuts it off is the Wi-Fi. That's the only thing that ever. It never shuts down. I'm surprised this laptop hasn't gone to shit yet.
What kind is it?
It's
Is
been
it like a
restarted probably like
Lenovo or
6
something?
times in the last 6 months. I don't know, kind of. It's actually a really cheap one too. It's like only like $200 at like fucking fries.
It's Chinese. Ton.
Double Jack and Coke, $32. Great.
Whoa, $32. Hey, it's Aggro. He could come in and say hello. He hasn't been on the show yet, has he?
Agro prefers to be in the comments, he says.
Oh.
He's a douche.
Are you guys still feuding? Or are y'all better now?
No, well, we'll never stop feuding. But we're always good.
Yeah, I've noticed he hasn't been in the comments or in any chats lately.
He's a busy man.
So, William, any New Year resolution for you?
Any New Year's resolution? Try and figure out what kind of diet will help my stomach so that I don't have more problems.
Anxiety.
Try and figure it out, or try and actually follow the diet that you know was working, but you stopped following, maybe?
Oh.
Find a diet that makes, like, to exactly try and pinpoint, like, because I still don't exactly know what makes my stomach go off and what doesn't. So I really like. I just gotta be able to track my food better, and then
You need to
see
make a journal. You need to write that shit down.
or at least keep a record in my phone.
Yeah, that too. What food do you think does it to you most?
I think
Like
salty.
spicy shit or?
Yeah, I think spicy for sure, but I haven't had spicy food at all. Any kind of spicy food. But any
That's
kind of
probably
like
a good idea.
chili or anything like that would probably be bad. I haven't technically eaten French fries. My stomach
Oh, that would
has.
kill me. I love French fries.
I love French fries too, and they're probably okay for me to eat because I've had potato pancakes and I'm those. So French fries are probably okay. But I've eaten a lot more baked potatoes, that's for sure.
Well, they're good for you.
Yeah.
Tavana is promising to stop isolating. Don't do that. People are not good for you, Tavana. Stay alone. It's best.
What's he doing? I'm not going to stop isolating.
No, he's gonna stop.
What does he mean isolating? Isolating what? Am I being
From the
stupid?
human race.
Oh, I'm just being stupid.
At least I hope that's what it means.
I think this guy's teeth are a little too shiny and nice.
Ah,
Oh, his back is really killing him, folks.
it is, folks. Sorry, I gotta take the trash out. I put on one of those little lidocaine patches.
I get them from my grandma. she's like 90. I seriously do. Is it like the salon pause?
It's just a big patch. It's like cold when you put it on.
Oh, you have the icy hot ones. Yeah, okay. I know where you're at.
But
I took some ibuprofen.
Travis, for seriously, that heated blanket, if it still works, you can put that in your lower back and turn it up and just roll it.
That's a good idea.
That's actually a genius idea. I think I'm gonna do that in just a second.
There you go.
Cans out first, though.
See, my stream brings people together. Now he hates him one day, and now he's curing his ailments. You see?
Yeah, I just wish that you would be when you feel the heat, you start masturbating and whispering my name. Yeah, whispering my name all over again.
See that unrequited love. That always gets people, you know? It's happened to me. This is kind of weird when you get so much shit on here. It starts to not put it on the paper anymore.
Hey, it's Mr. Isolation. Hello, Tavana.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, it's Tawana.
Hey,
How
Mr.
are you?
Tawana.
Hey, Billiam, you like to cook a lot. Do you have an opinion on air fryers? I watched a video on them today and it looked interesting. You ever use one?
I tried one and I didn't like it.
What is an air fryer?
Imagine it fries with the air.
It uses hot air circulation to imitate frying.
Does that work?
Convection. Isn't
It depends.
convection?
That's just like an oven, then, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a convection oven. It's a mini convection oven.
I watched someone make wings this morning with it, and fuck, they look good.
I don't know anything about air fryers, but that instant pot thing that I got is really cool. I got it for Christmas. So far, I've made beef stew and chili, and it all comes out like perfect. So easy.
I love crock pots, man. I make stew and
You
them
would
like
love this thing, then. This thing is crazy. It does that, but it's like done in like a half hour. Like, it's
I
really
like
good.
setting it up before I go to work, and then when I get home from work, everything's done. I love that.
Yeah, this thing is really great.
You can put a tennis shoe in a crock pot, and 10 hours later it'll be tender.
Yeah, it'll be tender and tasting good. Yari, do they crock pot in Finland?
Yeah, actually, the same pot that you got, my friend was just telling me that
Oh yeah. Wow, it's
he
really.
bought from his Christmas present for himself.
Yeah, they're really cool. It's a.
You know, the greatest invention in Finland is they in the cupboard above the sink, the bottom shelf is actually like a dish drain. So you can put wet dishes in your cupboard upside down, but it'll drip into the sink and they'll dry. I was really impressed with that.
Oh, do you have that, Mr. Yari?
Yeah,
Good.
that is basically in every apartment, every house, everybody used that.
What about that? I didn't know this. Do you have like the Germans have? They had like meters on everything. Like on every faucet, you could see exactly how much water you were using for everything.
Well, that's pretty
No,
smart. It sounds German too.
Yeah.
You know those Germans, they're always making good stuff.
Yeah, really
Okay,
super analytical.
Prince,
Yeah.
you're pretty handy with your hands and I'm not. So I got home last night and there's all this water under my sink and the bottom of my garbage disposal was just completely leaking and stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I had to work today. So I had a plumber come in and put a new garbage disposal in. What do you think it cost me?
Oh, a whole new garbage disposal with the price of the
Yeah,
new one and everything? That had to be 500 at least.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, that's a bitch. If it's a garbage disposal, it's bad. You can't do much with it. You know, it's just an electric motor and grinders. There's parts for them, but it's probably just easier to get a new one.
Was that mostly installment though? Because the garbage disposal itself is only like.
Yeah, well,
What,
everyone I work
120?
with says, "Oh, you could have got one for $100. They're real easy to put in." And
Yeah.
then I felt like a dumb shit.
Well, they are.
I
I
think I
mean,
put
all
one in
that
with my
stuff's
dad
easy
before.
to do, but you know.
When my garbage disposal broke, my landlord fixed it and put in a new one that same exact day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
I
don't-
put one
Yeah.
in even.
I don't know anybody, and I have never seen garbage disposal as in
you
the
never
use.
seen
I
one of
I
those?
want. I only seen those in the movies or American TV shows.
Yeah.
I've never seen that one.
I
But
don't
there's
have one.
nobody used that.
I don't have one. My grandparents have one. I think it always bugs me out. It's like weird to me. Like
But
shoving
I mean, why
everything down the drain and grinding it up.
Yeah, but I mean, why people use that?
Because they
What?
don't want to compost anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Well,
yeah. So
You know what I mean?
that's
Yeah, it gets rid of all
yeah. Well,
your smelly
I don't
trash.
I don't peel potatoes or carrots in the sink and jam them down the garbage disposal. But the nice thing about it is you don't have to be like super careful about not getting anything down there or you clog
Yeah,
your drain.
I have to be really careful about that for sure.
See, I use it for my eggshells and my carrot peels.
You shouldn't put eggshells
But I
down
mean,
there, Kenny.
but I mean, if you clog up your pipes, you just pour some soda and vinegar in there, and then it bubbles a little bit, and then it's over. It's clean again.
You pour the wine agar in there.
Thank you. But anyway, we do a lot of that recycling, so we don't pour that stuff in our pipes anyway.
Yeah, you probably do the thing like the Germans did, where they had the little extra trash can, like the little small metal one with the foot thing, and you put all like your garbage, like vegetable stems and peels and all that, and that goes into like a separate garbage truck from like the other trash.
We have that here now.
Method for the Holocaust.
Oh, you have that in California now? What's that?
Yeah,
Henry?
but the joke about recycling in California now, none of the other countries will buy our stuff.
Right.
So we take it all we take it all to landfill and bury it and don't tell anybody. But the state still pays the garbage companies extra money for recycling. It's the biggest scam on the planet. I know. I worked at
recycling is crazy. Yeah, you know better than anybody.
I worked there 38 years. I know all the tricks, man.
It's one of the only businesses where you pay somebody to come get stuff, and then they resell it. So they're like making
Not-
double money on it. It's like a brilliant scheme.
And then the government pays the garbage company on top of that, but that's gone now. No one will buy our stuff anymore.
I guess it was all China.
It was all China, but now,
China.
like, okay, let's say you got a big garbage can for recycling, which everybody does here, right?
Yeah.
If you put one pizza box in your garbage can now, it's got grease in it, they consider everything contaminated and can't use it.
Right. That's that. They only want the clean trash, they call it.
It's super clean. Like you stick it all in your fucking dishwasher and then put it in the garbage can.
Yeah, they've been doing that. They started doing that to me too, like TV dinners and stuff, like the plastic thing. Like I gotta wash that like it's dishes, or they won't take it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We actually have a this what is been installed in this waste plants that are separating these different type of waste. They have a bunch of robots nowadays in there, and AI is scanning the trash and telling the robots what to pick up and what to throw in and what can.
Why not, God?
You can't get over that.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one. I hope.
So hey,
Gantry got
Helen,
that one.
I tried the same kratom that you bought,
Oh,
and
kratom.
those pellets,
Yeah.
man, it just left the fucked up taste in my mouth, and then I'd burp and I'd retaste it and retaste it. I
Burping's not the
fucking
problem.
I hated that.
It was just because I thought those were gonna be like little gram pellets where it was like less to take and no gelatin, but to get 2.5 grams you gotta take 8, so to take like 15 grams it just became a mess.
Yeah, it didn't work out well for me. So
Yeah, I just finished the last bit of those today.
Did you hear?
and they're
that he's
super
quitting?
fucking expensive.
Yeah, they're super expensive. The only reason I ordered from them is because I had a I think it was 50% off coupon, and even then it was still half the amount I normally get. I'm never ordering from them again.
Yeah, I'm with
It was
you
cool
on
to
that one.
try.
Yeah, did you hear he's quitting the Kratums?
Yeah, it's my New Year's resolution. I only ordered my last bag today. When I'm out, I'm out.
Yep.
Your withdrawals from kratom?
We'll see how it works. I've never followed a New Year's resolution so far, so.
We're gonna find out if he has withdrawal kratom.
Yeah, we'll find
Oh,
out.
I will.
Helen really is a
Hopefully.
pioneer of this kind of stuff.
I got a
He-
lot of people on Kratom in here. Like a lot more people than even in
I
Discord.
know.
Like people in Say and Z chat, they're like, "Oh, hey, I got Kratom because of you." I'm like, "Oh, that's cool."
I'm kind of afraid to do this. I don't know if I should or not. I want to use the brown marker, but I'm frightened. For some reason, I got like the sniffles today a little bit. I don't know why. But we can play with this one.
At least in here it's influenza season again.
What was that? Say that again?
Influence.
What's that mean?
Who's influence? Influenza. That's what you mean. Okay, I got it. See, it took me a minute.
Oh, is that what he meant?
Yeah, influenza. Right, that's what you meant.
What
right?
is influenza, anyways? What is it's? Like
Yeah,
just a
yeah.
flu?
It's just the flu.
Yeah, it's a little bit like a little bit harder than a regular flu, but I mean they always have those seasons or epidemics or whatever they are calling that, and of course the flu shot and just
I don't get that shit. That flu shot.
yeah, it's a bit. I think it's a big waste of money.
Yeah. And I'm not letting
Well,
somebody
But I
at
mean,
like
a lot of people,
inject me.
are actually saying that it helps for them and they don't get that, but no.
I got a flu shot for the first time this year, but it was free at a doctor's.
Oh, that's a little. At your doctor, that's a little different. I don't like the idea of going to like a fucking Walgreens and let people stick me in this shit.
Oh, no, it
You know
has
what
to
I
be.
mean? Yeah. See, here you can go like anywhere and get this done.
You can go to any grocery store too, and they all have flu shots too.
Ganji says my picture is Travis with AIDS and back on smack in 10 years. He's really not pulling any punches with his opinions.
So, Tavana, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I was kind of serious about the not isolating part, dude. I isolate better than any human being you'll ever talk to. I'll go 2 weeks without seeing anybody unless I'm at work.
Now you're like me.
And I got tons of friends and tons of opportunities, but I don't know, man. I just like been in this thing where I just stay home by myself, read books, watch TV, and I'm perfectly content, but I just feel I need to get out more.
Yeah, it's good for you to keep going at it. Because what happens if you do too much saying like, no, I'm good, I'll just stay home. Like, people stop asking.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what happens. That's when it gets no good because that's what'll happen is people just stop asking.
I think it's partly depression too.
It could be. Yeah.
I can afford to do a lot of things, and weather's never an excuse not to do it here.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I just been isolating for like a few months now, man, not wanting to be around people and stuff.
You need some good winter time like we have so you can just make an excuse and say, oh, that's so cold. Just stay home.
Yeah, that's why I like it. When the weather's really bad, then I stay inside and I feel okay about it. But then when the weather's good, I still stay inside. So the weather's got nothing to do with it, but it is a good excuse, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Do you ski, Tavana?
I used to. I haven't skied in a long time, but like for here to go skiing, it's about a 3.5 hour drive.
No, but I mean, like one thing that I've been, contemplating doing, and sometimes I do that also is I go to some different place than I usually go, and just do something totally different with totally different people. Like I don't go out there to seek any other people, but it comes naturally in that way. And William, stop making noises. And so for example, if you just hop in a plane and go to a northern part of the country and ski with some people that you don't even know, that you probably end up, because the first part of talking with somebody new is always interesting. It's just that when you get to know them better, then you learn things that you don't like about them.
And lose
Yeah.
interest.
I'm really social. I mean, I'm really good at conversation and stuff like that when I'm out and about.
Stuff.
I'm not shy, but I don't know, man. I just got this bug up my ass about being antisocial. I don't know.
Yeah.
I need to work on it.
No. It's if you just decide to go out with your friends, and people are gonna disappoint you anyway. Just try totally different new thing. Like don't tell anybody. Go to whatever there is, Aspen or whatever Colorados there are, and just go out skiing, and then you get to eat something dinner or something. You get to know people. Talk something a little while, and then it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I probably do need some fresh people in my life because I got a lot of friends. And the good thing is I have a lot of friends who've been my friends for a really long time. But the bad thing is they're the same friends and they've been my friends for a really long time. So you do make a good point. I should go down to San Diego and fuck with Helen.
Yeah, you could.
Dude, I'd fucks with you, dog. I'd get you. We go partying.
He'll share his crack with you.
I will.
Just don't tell him that you are coming and start shooting eye rifle through his windows and harassing him and follow him closely into the car and honking him at all the time, like wearing ski mask.
You should go to his house and wear a Jimmer costume. You can scare him.
Maybe I'll go to his gas station right before he starts his shift and just buy all the scratchers.
I actually haven't played Scratchers in about quite
That's
a
it.
few months.
Then just tear it up, like, in front of him, not even scratch it.
Yeah, just throw him in the garbage, piss on him. I like that day he said if 25 cars don't show up, they're going to shut the car wash. I swear to God, if I was there, I'd buy 25 car washes.
That was pretty funny when he said that. I was really laughing.
I would just
For
drive through
200
25
bucks.
times.
I want my car extra clean. You don't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have one of those dashboard cams record that when you start yelling at Travis that, hey, come over here, Fatso. Do you call this clean car? Come over here. Explain
Fatso.
yourself. Then just, release it in YouTube. I don't know where it's come. I don't know. I'm not there.
Uh-oh, we got people talking. Agra says, whatever Colorados there are. When you were talking about Aspen. My good friend's from there.
I've been to Vail a couple times. It is pretty cool.
That's a real nice place.
I had a girlfriend that was from Vail, so when she had a
nice.
college break, we'd go stay with her family there. I felt like I was this punk-ass young garbage man from Oakland, and I'm in Vail, Colorado.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
my God, I was so fucking out of place.
That's a ritzy spot for sure.
Oh, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's where people drive Lamborghinis in like a foot of snow.
Exactly.
Well, they do have a 4-wheel drive in those.
Oh, sure, but it's cooler to drive your Lamborghini in the snow because you're just that fucking rich.
They all had heated driveways, so the
Yep.
snow didn't accumulate on them. I mean, they had everything, man.
Yeah, actually, that's where they go in. Isn't that where they go in Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, I
Aren't they
think
in
so.
Vail or Aspen? It's either one of those. I can't remember.
You know what the funnest thing to do when I was there was to sit down and drink and watch all the people that hardly ever ski carrying their skis over their shoulder and turn to talk to people and just bang people in the head all day long.
So many people are just posing.
But they got them on their shoulder. When they turn, they're whacking somebody behind them because they got their skis over their shoulder. And it would happen like 10,000 times a day.
I mean, how many times? See, this is what happens. See, that's why you keep the paper there. See my hand? See my knuckle, how dirty it is? That's what all this comes from. And that's why you're supposed to keep this piece of paper here. But you always forget. That actually kind of turned out cool looking.
I like watching people draw, man. I got like zero talent in that area. I mean, none. And so I always enjoy watching other people do it.
I could teach you.
No, I'm one of those people where you would just give up and go, "Nah, that's all right, dude."
Well, you can like write your name and stuff, and you did cursive and all in school. It's not a whole lot different. If you can move your hand in a way you need to, you could do it. It's like anything, it just takes practice. Look at George Bush Jr. He can paint all dogs and military people now. He's been working hard.
Yeah, but if you put a bunch of people in front of paper and say them, told them that like
well, yeah.
with that hand up, like they have to draw a straight line. There are there are gonna be like wobbly hands and all that.
I can't
Give
remember.
me the ruler. That's what I say.
So do you have to go to work today, Yari?
Oh yeah, it's full work day today.
So is it in Finland? Is the 40-hour a week the standard, or is it like France where it's like 32 or 35, or how is it over there?
That's what's up.
37.5 is the typical working week for most of the people, and that's because they take half an hour, lunch all the every day. So it's 40 hours is a typical, but then they don't get the lunch hour. But anyway, I have my own company, so I work a little bit more than that.
Oh,
to
I
stay.
got you. Europeans, man. I've been to
It's
Europe
Chris Smith.
several times, and Europeans got a lot of things figured out pretty well, man. They know how to enjoy life more.
Hey Troy, how are you? Post-op Jimmer? I guess if you wanted to be.
But I think for me at least it's more like for example, yesterday I went out to a bar at the evening. I was there like 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, less than 2 hours anyway. So I just went there and get a beer and talk with somebody and then share a couple of laughs, and then I go home. Like I don't want to be there like 6 hours or something like that. I just want to stop by and then get out of there.
Well, that's normal. That's what like normal, well-adjusted people do.
Normal,
But
well-adjusted Finnish people.
Yeah, like okay, how many go in after work being reasonable? Have a beer for an hour, chit chat, and then go home. Some people go to a bar right after work and stay till 11 o'clock, and they do it several times a week. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just more reasonable to go after, have a beer, talk to some people for an hour, go home, take care of some shit, have dinner and chill out.
Yeah, I don't have good bar etiquette. I used to hang out at this bar down the street, and I never drank though. I would literally just sit around and play pool the whole time with a couple people, and whoever else was there.
Uh-huh.
And I would go out and go across the street to the liquor store, buy a soda, and come back in. And that was the last time. They're like, "Hey, you gotta get out of here, dude. You're not buying shit, and you're bringing in drinks. Like, you can't do that." I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
Oh, this isn't
And then she's also like,
BYOB.
So
yeah,
did you go
I
up?
was vaping
Did
the whole
you
time too, like each night, and she's like, "We've been letting you vape here for the last like week, and we haven't said anything, but we don't even let that in here, so you gotta go."
did you go up to the bar and ask them to refill the pretzel bowl or the peanuts or anything?
Hey man, can we get some more chips?
Yeah, it's like going into a Mexican restaurant and having like 6 bowls of chips with salsa and then just walking out.
I would give about $15 worth, maybe even 20 in the pull machine, like throughout like 4 hours. But they didn't want someone sitting there for 6 hours, not quite 6 hours, but like 3 hours each night playing.
You should bring a sandwich with you, man. Just have a bag lunch.
I got banned from the bar up the street. I'm not allowed in there anymore.
What'd you do?
You're so mild mannered. What the fuck did you do?
Well, because me and my friend, we went in there and we were like super, super high, and we started drinking and stuff, and we got food, and we were eating, and it came time to leave, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, dude. Here's my money, and I'll meet you outside, whatever. He's like, all right, cool, that's what's up, or whatever. And
That's what's up.
yeah, that's
Was this with Combs?
it should be, because this dude used to say it all the time, and he had autism too. So that's like the thing where I think that they say that. I think it's like a thing they have. I don't know.
It's an
But anyway,
autism thing. That's
I come out of the bathroom and we just leave. And everything's fine. And so like a week later, we just go back in there, right? And the dude's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" I'm like, "I don't know. I was gonna eat dinner." He's like, "You guys didn't pay. You just like left last time, and you bought all this food, and you were drinking, and you you didn't pay for any of it." And I'm like, "Really?" I'm like, "Wow, man, I had no idea I did that." He's like, "Yeah, gee, I wonder why. You guys like can't even see straight. You're so high."
Oh wow! You see, so you did the dine and ditch, huh?
Yeah,
Dine
totally.
and
But it
dash.
was totally by accident. Like I had money and everything. I would have paid the guy.
Yeah. Well, you think they'd be understanding rather than banning you?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
because I had the money. I said, "Hey, I'll pay for it." And he's like, "No,
Wow.
no." He's like, "Well, I guess you can sit down." And then I like went and sat down. I was kind of like, I got a beer, and I'm like, you know what? Kind of like, fuck this. This guy's kind of being a dick at the same. I mean, I'm an idiot, but the guy's being a dick at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. Oh well.
But yeah, I can't go. It sucks too because it's like right up the street. And around here, it's not like where you guys live. You know, there's not a lot of places around. You start getting banned from places.
Yeah, you don't have much of a. You can
Yeah,
get
you have
banned from.
nowhere to go.
You can get banned from a bar a week here and be fined for like 5 years.
Oh, now it's time
I'm gonna
for
take care of these bugs.
what?
Ow. I'm about to turn on this electric blanket, man.
Oh yeah,
My
you should
back.
be doing what he suggested. You'd be feeling good.
All right, guys, I'm gonna run. Thanks a lot, man. That was fun.
Hey man, it was good to
Wait,
talk to you.
Tawana.
Yeah, I'll talk to you guys
We're here
later.
every Monday. See you later.
If Kenny allows.
Yeah, if Kenny lets me. I'm here Mondays. Where did he go?
Who, Tony?
No. Kenny.
Oh, I don't
Kenny
know.
hasn't
He's
been
mad at
here.
me for some reason. I don't understand. I never blocked him or anything. It's
Oh, he's
strange.
mad at you? Is that why he's not?
That's what he said in your chat. He said I blocked Helen too.
Oh, I did. I
don't know
totally
what
missed
he-
him saying that. Or was that in my Discord chat?
I was in your YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. Ryan A is spilling out the secrets about Kenny's been thrown out the bars. William, stop making noises. You're annoying the shit out of me.
I'm not trying to make fucking noises. I'm literally just holding my phone.
Is that Billiam with the noises? I thought that was you, Yari.
No, I don't make noises.
I actually thought it was me.
Let's all blame William.
Well, I'm down for that.
Yeah, it's your fault, Billiam. Sorry. You know, you have to blame the Jews.
I watched that Glass of Juice to that I think it was in Ireland or something to his pug, and he said glass of juice. And his dog. It was a whole compilation of the guy who got charged for making his dog salute, and eventually glass of juice. As the compilation and the videos go on, he starts changing it more to gas of juice. And then eventually it turns to gas the juice, and the dog puts his hand up and gets that attention. It's hilarious. Because I didn't know it started with glass of juice. I thought he was just start. I mean, it's still funny, but it's even funnier like the way he videoed the whole training process.
I'll be right back. Oh, I forgot I have my headphones in. I'll be right back.
Ja nyt me kuunnellaan niistävää prinssiä.
Oh man. Ooh. Kenny makes enemies with the doorman at bars. wonder why he does that. He seems so mild-mannered.
I'm kind of super freaking baked right now.
Oh yeah, William?
Yes.
Are you watching Disney Channel too?
No, I'm watching YouTube, but I could like pass out at any second. TBH.
Oh, I finally saw that Last Jedi.
What? The Last Jedi?
Yeah.
How was it?
I really didn't think it was as bad as people said it was.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't the best movie ever or anything, but yeah, it was alright. And the reviews, people are being really weird, like, oh, how can Rey like pick up a whole mountain and stuff? Well, she just picked up some rocks. Let's not go crazy. Yeah, at the end there.
Uh-huh.
You need to use the Force right now.
I feel like I could.
See if you can levitate your bong.
No, I can't. So I can't feel my legs.
You can't feel your legs. Why the fuck can't you feel your legs?
Well, it's like I got, you know, like when you got that body high tingly feeling.
Oh, you got a lot of, you got a big indigo on you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are nice sometimes.
I feel them, but it's like, you know, it's just heavy.
They can really. That's what Helen needs. But Helen might, see, he might smoke too much, so it's not gonna work for him, for his back. That's the only thing about smoking weed a lot is that you kind of lose a lot of the medical properties it has. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is what helps me get to sleep.
Oh yeah, that stuff puts me right out. It kind of like messes with your dreams a little bit. Like I tend not to dream as much, which for me is good because I'll just, it's like being awake.
It doesn't really, I don't really notice a difference
You
with
don't
me.
notice a difference. It's probably different
Yeah.
for everybody. When did smoking weed start? It never stopped, honey. It's been going and going, right, William?
Yep.
Do people smoke weed in Finland? I guess they do. Did Mr. Yari leave us? I think he did. I could just check. Oh no, he's still here. Oh, there's
Alright.
Kenny's pizza. There's his $50 pizza in the Discord. Yeah, we can do a little split screen action. Look, it's Kenny's $50 pizza. See it? At the ballpark. Where is he? Is this at the concert? Where was this? Oh, this was at a concert. Yeah, I can see the stage. It definitely suppresses your dreams too, Ryan. Yeah, it really does it to me. I know, you know, like William said, it didn't do anything different to him, and I've heard the same from other people. But for me, it really changes them around. And if I like I had this really good strong sativa. This was like last month or the month before, and I smoked some before I went to bed. And holy shit, I had the craziest dreams. And I woke up, I was like still tired. It felt like I didn't sleep at all. And say other people, they say they have the best dreams on weed.
My streams are tremendous. Yes, most magnificent streams you'll ever see. I can't do a good Donald Trump.
Huge.
Huge. That's what I forgot.
Yeah, you gotta say huge. Very big. Big people. Very big. One of the biggest people. He's huge in the industry. Real big. Good friend of mine too. You have to say you're everybody's friend. What was at MSG? Oh, that's I was where I showed Kenny holding his pizza. It's at Madison Square Garden. This one.
Madison Square Garden. You know who that's owned by?
Yeah. See?
That's where the Knicks play, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's owned by James Dolan. That's the guy who, like, someone yelled at him, "Sell the team!" He's the Knicks owner as well, and he owns the stadium. And he stopped the guy. He got security to bring him over to him. And then he's like, "You're banned for life. Bye." He's just such a baby. Jim and Sam make fun of him a whole lot on their show. But in like a sarcastic, like they say he's the greatest and they'll play his clips. I'm like, yeah, he totally makes sense. That's I would do the same thing. Ban the guy, yeah. And he has a band, JD and the Straight Shots. It is it is horrible, and he wants to be so known for his music, but no one really gives a fuck, and you could tell even like his players, like his bandmates, don't want to be there, but they realize it's such a good opportunity for them to try and make it, so they're like, all right, well, we'll keep playing. But of course, he's like the singer, or not the singer, but I forget which instrument he plays. But he really wants to be known for that. And just all his interviews, he's just such a douchebag.
And he owns Madison Square Garden?
Yeah. Let me confirm that right now. The good old Google. Yep. James Dolan is an American businessman who serves as executive chairman and CEO of the Madison Square Garden Company and executive chairman of MSG Networks, and he owns the New York Knicks.
I wonder if he knows Kenny. Hey, do you know Kenny? He says the high seats suck. It was Slayer, Primus, and Ministry. That's actually a pretty good lineup right there. I would go see them. That whole gang there.
Well, you can't anymore. Slayer has finished.
Oh, they're totally done. I don't know if I think I saw them once at some festival. I was never a huge Slayer guy. I like their music, but I never was way into it.
They're probably gonna do a album still, but they are not gonna tour anymore. I mean, the singer is old guy and he can't, do it anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, everybody in that lineup is pretty old. Even the Ministry guys are pretty old too. What was their album that was really big back in the Jesus Built My Hot Rod or whatever?
Yeah.
That was their big one.
William, are we gonna play Brawl Stars, Smash Bros anytime soon? I got enough characters now that's coming interesting to me.
Yeah, but not
Not tonight.
No.
not.
No worries.
William's playing Bong Brothers tonight. So why'd you get a Switch, Helen? Why didn't you get like a new PlayStation or whatever? Is it because your brother got it for you?
Well, wait, what was that? Sorry. Well, my brother did get it from you.
Yeah, I was asking you why you got a Switch and not like a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Yeah, my brother got it for me, but that's probably what I was gonna get anyway.
Well,
I
you
just,
have a
I wish-
PS4, don't you? You just never use it.
Yeah, I got a PS4. I just don't play it. I haven't played it in years. I bought it. I literally bought it. I bought it my first week of quitting dope, and I was like, oh, or my brother made me go buy it on my first week, and he tried to pay it for me, but long story short, I ended up giving him the money because I didn't want him to buy it from me, but he put it on as an idea. I'm like, yeah, that's actually a really good idea. I should do that. Give me something to do. And then he's like, all right, let's go right now. I'll go buy it right now. I'm like just because I said it was a good idea, I didn't really think it all the way through, and then I ended up just giving him like $400 for it.
Oh, jeez.
It was one of those regret buys. I was like, fuck, and then I just played it because I was like, whatever.
The new Xbox looks really neat.
Well, they got the PS5 coming out too. I was always an Xbox guy up until this last couple years, but
I was always a PlayStation guy, but I just like the way the new Xbox looks. It just looks like a big tower.
oh,
They're actually
they're-
kind of a good deal now, you know? Because they're getting
They're
to a
looking
point
like
there.
looking more like PCs nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're getting so
Yeah.
close to being a gaming PC that
Yeah, I got
that's,
it.
the price is actually a good deal for what you get, what you can do with it. You can do all this streaming stuff on it.
Hello, Akro.
Hello?
hello. Hey guys, it's Aggro. Sorry, I had to mute my mic for a second. I was just fucking my hot girlfriend Rachel in the booty hole.
Is that you, Aggro?
Yeah, it's me.
Stop saying my girlfriend's name.
Okay, I thought about it twice before I said it, but I knew we're on Prince's stream, and I knew if the bot was
That nobody watches,
would've
so
said-
it doesn't. It's okay.
well, it's
Is
just
that what
us.
you- Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I'm not. I do consider that before I say it. Is all. I actually consciously thought.
How are you, Agro? What are you up to?
Oh, now I'm gonna.
Oh, you're all robot-y.
Cutting out. Something about hot ones.
I was eating some chicken
No, you're still cutting out, buddy.
Chicken and what? You're eating chicken
and dumplings.
and dumplings. That's a good one. It's a popular one around here. They make it into soup here too. What'd you do for? How was your Christmas and all? Weird.
I just got King K. Rool. I think this is the Kirby boss, isn't it?
Kirby.
Looks like a giant
Kirby's
lizard.
the pink guy, right?
Well, I think it's the boss of like one of the Kirby games. I'm not sure.
Oh, you're playing Smash Brothers?
Yeah,
That's actually a good game.
it is, dude. When you look up some videos of how like technical you can get with it,
Yeah, it's
and all
really
the games and
insane.
stuff, it's insane. Like every
Donkey.
character, you can pretty much with every character do a 0 to 100% combo,
Oh,
and
wow.
like it's just really
all
hard to
air
do that. Like,
juggling and stuff like
yeah,
that.
air juggling, like perfect frame. Every like thing has to be perfect with it. I can't even like I was trying to do it yesterday for like 30 minutes with Ice Climber. I got like the first part done, and that's all I could do.
I'm getting
He's the
old.
main dude of some Donkey Kong game.
Oh,
New Donkey Kong game?
Yep.
Oh, that's what he's from?
Yeah.
he's the guy at the
Oh,
top.
okay.
He's a crocodile or an alligator or something.
Yeah, I see it now. It
Yep.
shows you actually which games they come from with the I just noticed that. Like if you hold over Bowser, it'll have like a little mushroom for like Mario. And yeah, it says DK by King K. Rool.
You have to unlock them as you go.
Yeah, every single one. But they're coming up like pretty much. I can do a 2 stock game with like a level 3 computer, and as soon as it's over, if not every time, every other time, I'm getting the opportunity to. But I still have literally how many do I have? 2. Yeah, I have 21 right now. I think there's like 72.
Oh wow.
I got Ryu, I got Ike, I got Inkling in the last couple hours.
Are you playing that on your TV or are you using the Switch
I'm
screen?
I'm just using the Switch screen.
Because that one's supposed to be like 4K, isn't it? It's supposed to be like
Yeah, it's
really
actually really
crazy
nice
resolution.
definition.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a
Yeah.
beautiful screen,
Totally.
from what I've heard. I guess the last Nintendo thing I had that I got a lot of stuff for was that the 3DS.
Yeah.
That thing was really fun. I used to like playing with that. Those things are ones like girls will pick up and start playing with too. That's so weird. And we made a little eraser man too. I don't want to squish him, but I have to because I have to use the eraser. I don't know. We'll say goodbye to eraser man. No, don't squish me. You got any plans for tomorrow night, Aggro? You're still here?
Yeah, I'm going out to dinner.
Alright.
And then we're gonna go to a friend's house and hang out.
Oh, that's
The
cool.
ball drop. I haven't done anything like really on New Year's wild for. There's no point around here. It's just a nightmare. Cops are out everywhere.
Yeah, that's the. I think that's universal now.
And if it's not cops, then you got. That's when all the other drunks are out.
Yeah, drunk drivers
Fuck home.
are all over.
and it's like a couple streets over from her house. So
Oh, that's not bad. You can just walk over.
yeah,
Any New Year's resolution for you, Buck?
yeah. I'm gonna stop eating so much processed shit. I don't know how. I mean, I don't approach that, but because you know, I eat more fast food out of it's just convenient.
Yeah, and you're at work and stuff.
Yeah, so it's like I'm not gonna go and buy everything all organic and shit like that. Oh, and I'm gonna quit smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, that was a tough one that I had to do. Goddamn
Yeah,
cigarettes.
that's the big one for me.
They're so expensive now too.
Yeah, I smoke American spirits too, so it's like
Yeah, I mean
it's
too.
definitely gone up.
I buy the what do you call the 40-gram pouch. It's pretty
Yeah,
cheap here. That's only like $9 in Pennsylvania.
how many cigarettes did you get out of that?
Oh, tons. It lasts forever. It lasts a really long time. They don't give you papers with it anymore. They used to, but they don't now. Yeah, they have they have the organic one. That's the one I like, and then they have like a regular one too.
Now, do you roll up a bunch of them, ready to go, or do
No,
you
no,
roll one?
I just roll them as they come. I
See,
mix it with weed too. That's another way I save money is by mixing that tobacco with weed.
that'd be a good way for me to quit. Like, I'm not gonna take any patches or anything. I've tried patches and I've
Nah,
tried Nicorettes and
that
shit.
shit doesn't work for me either.
So
You
I'm
don't
just
think it
gonna do
does?
it cold turkey. It could work for some people, but it has never worked for me. My dad just quit. Like he quit. He just stopped fucking smoking.
Yeah, that's the way my
You can just
grandfather
get
was.
yourself through the week, man. That's all you gotta do.
Get
Get
what?
what?
Just get yourself through the week without smoking.
Yeah, it's like 72 hours or something like that, I think, and then it should be better. But that would be good. Like if I rolled my own cigarettes, like I wouldn't smoke as much because I'm
No,
not
you
gonna.
wouldn't.
If I did it like one at a time, like whenever I wanted to smoke
Mhm.
one, I'd roll
Yep.
one.
And they're a lot more powerful than regular cigarettes. Even the regular American Spirit ones with the filter on the end.
So that's the big one. If I don't do the processed food, that's not all that big for me.
Yeah, the fast food for me, it really is just out of convenience. I don't even prefer it really. It's just sometimes with work, it's just easier to just go get something.
Well, it's not even like fast food. I have more frozen foods than anything.
Oh yeah, like frozen dinners and stuff like that.
But it's also the time consuming thing. Like if I was making the actual food, I will spend so much more time for that, and it's not it's not something that I wish to do in a kitchen. And but at work, I'm pretty good because I either bring my own lunch, and that I can make a little bit healthier choice than
I'm telling
usual.
you, instant pot. You gotta get one. And then you can make a whole bunch of stuff. And if you don't mind having the same thing a couple days in a row, for like lunch.
Find that at all. I'll either make big quantities of food, and then I'll eat on it for like a fucking week.
Yeah, I made a huge thing of beef stew and ate it for the past like 2 days, and it took like stupid thing cooks it in like 20 minutes. It's unbelievable. 25 minutes, something like that. It's all done. Yeah, my mom got it for her for Christmas. She was surprised they even used it. She's like, "Oh my god, you used that thing already?" She's like, "I thought it would be like your doorstop or something."
She knows you very well.
Yeah.
William, for fuck's sake.
Is that William making all that noise?
Yeah.
Clack?
He's been doing it for fucking months.
William, buy new headphones.
God dang it! I'm not using my phone or anything. I'll go. I'm almost falling asleep, anyways.
Leave him.
Okay.
Sleep on air. Just don't make that noise. Just keep on snoring.
Oh, I'm cooking and crackling. Why is it Why is it all crackly, William?
It's got to be my actual phone. I don't know.
Maybe
You don't know if you're wearing headphones or not?
No, I'm not wearing headphones.
That's exactly what it is then.
When I wear my headphones, you guys say it's.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not that hard to figure out what is the microphone touching right now. I mean, are you rubbing it your balls or something?
It's like
I have a
like a
phone
little.
case
It's like
for
a.
my phone on my phone. Hold on.
Oh snap! I'm about to fight Sonics.
There, I took my phone case off. Is that any better?
Well, it only happens when someone else is talking. But so far,
yeah, actually, it is. It's better now, William.
There you go.
Yeah, it's not making a noise at all. You fixed it.
Congratulations.
No, we're supposed to say congratulations to you.
Now you get to hear me snore.
Last day of 2019, and William doesn't piss me off. You took your sweet time for that.
Yeah, I remember it's been doing it for months. Just one day it started fucking doing it.
Hey,
Well, I remember someone else who had a similar problem.
I know, but I'm can laud over the fact that I got a better headset now.
Well, not all of us can laud over that. Damage has been done.
Well, I got over it. That's the most important part.
Yeah, Helen, you were guilty of bad headphones and Mike.
He's still it.
When you bought those dollar store ones.
Matter if it's.
Yeah, those were pretty bad.
Yeah, those are the fun. And he hits the room every single time. He had to keep holding the mic up to his mouth.
Ryan A wants to know what your favorite Friday the 13th movie is.
I've never really cared for any of them too much.
I was
guess
a Nightmare on Elm Street guy. I never liked Jason as much.
Oh, I guess I don't know. I can't remember. It's definitely not the new one, the remake.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I don't know. They all kind of run together. I guess the first one too, or no, the second one maybe. Jason was the actual killer.
I think the reason I liked Freddy better than like Michael Myers or Jason is because Freddy actually had tons of lines. Like he talked all the time. He never shut up. Those guys never said anything. I guess they would grunt and groan every once in a while.
Michael Myers is probably my favorite.
Oh yeah, the William Shatner mask. It's pretty cool how they made that for like nothing too. Like they spent like no money on that at all.
But I did see the new Nightmare on Elm Street. I guess around Halloween. It's not really good, but I like
Mm-hmm.
Man, what was it? He was Kelly in the original Bad News Bears.
Oh, jeez.
Your bike, he was like the badass or something of the movie.
I'm trying to think of who you mean.
Well, he's been in a bunch. He's in whatchamacallit right now. Watchmen.
Oh, okay.
Or he was in the movie Watchmen. He was Rorschach.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I know.
That dude.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
plays.
cool.
He does a good, but the movie sucks.
Hmm.
All that.
I don't know why they just keep trying to rehash stuff. Like, why not just like make up like new guys? You know, like new stories. Like how, you know, those stories didn't exist at one time until somebody wrote them. Why not, you know, take a chance on something new? I guess it's because that's what it is. They know that you put like Star Wars or Nightmare on Elm Street or any of this stuff on it, you know you're guaranteed to make this much money. I guess that's
Right.
what it is. And movies are so
It was
expensive to make now.
it was pretty bad and it was corny, but I actually liked the Freddy versus Jason just for the fact
I
that
love
they like
that one.
crossed over.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
I
I
saw it
think
in
my
theaters.
fa-
There's
I
a lot
think
of
my
cheering.
I think my favorite one out of them all of the Nightmare series is Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
Is
With
that the one where he's like a right movie they're making or something?
yeah, it's like when everything's real. Like Robert Englund plays
Yeah.
Robert Englund. Yeah, that one's really cool. I really like that one. He looks really badass in that one too. That's
Yo, what up,
old now.
fellas?
Hey, it's Ryan. How
Yeah.
are you, man?
So
Good. I could talk about Nightmare on Elm Street too. I've just been into both franchises right now.
Oh yeah, I have the box set of Nightmare on Elm Street.
I know you could get Wendy in here talking about that too, because she
Oh,
watches them
jeez.
on repeat, I think.
tonight on one of her like how she replays, she like streams. Well, you could hear it on in the background.
You really can.
Like
You can hear
one,
him and how sweet fresh meat.
it apparently startled her. Like it was weird.
People typically rank the third one as like the pinnacle. The Dream
Three?
Warriors, I think.
Really? I don't agree with that. I think
Is
two.
that the one with Corey Feldman?
No, Feldman is in.
No,
He's in Friday the 13th, but in Elm Street 3, I mean.
Johnny Depp is the
Oh yeah,
famous
I
guy
got
from
it.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I think that was one of Johnny's first movies he ever made.
Yep, that was the first one.
Yeah, the first Nightmare
That's-
on Elm Street.
I did like the first or the remake. The I guess it's the last Elm Street movie they did is the remake, because back to Freddy was more of a child. Like it was a dark.
Uh-oh. You cut out.
Are we at max bandwidth for people on here or something, you think?
No, he's been cutting out a little bit today. He was earlier too. Goes in and out. He probably just needs to leave and then come back in and get a new connection. Yeah, this is on a Discord channel. It's secret Discord. That's cool. It's working through the OBS and everything, and I don't have to use this stupid microphone to capture the audio anymore.
Right.
That was sounding really bad.
You hear Billy?
Yeah, I hear him. I hear his TV, and I hear him all breathing heavy.
Sorry, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Oh, I thought he was snoring. Later.
See you later,
Good
William.
night.
Talk to you tomorrow. If not, have a happy new year. I think I have it set so I don't hear shit anymore. Yeah, see, I didn't hear him leave. I don't know why. I must have, like, streamer mode on. Yeah, I do. I have to turn that off, I guess. Because I think it mutes all the sounds or something.
I called Kenny to come on and talk to us, and he said no.
He doesn't
Why'd he
like
say no?
Helen.
Did he give a reason?
He didn't give me a reason. No, he just said no, and it sounds like he was just holding his ground.
No.
But it's just bullshit. He's the first one. Oh, yesterday he was like, turn your fiction. It's not.
Oh.
Yeah, he just he doesn't like to be told what to do, even if it's something like that.
I just wanted to hear about his trip, that's all.
Same here, yeah.
He's gonna go on Ross and tell him all about it, I guess.
Hey Ryan, any New Year's resolution for you?
I haven't made one yet. I probably should make a couple, but I haven't
I'm gonna
decided on
drink
any
more.
yet.
Smoke more weed, your newfound pleasure.
I'll come up with something tomorrow and get back to you on that. Or today, actually.
Yeah, I didn't really have much of one either. I really couldn't think of much. Yeah, OBS
Yeah, I'm
stays
not
on streamer mode, okay.
I'm not jumping into mine. Like I still. So I mean, I'll get to it when I get to it. But I'm not gonna buy anymore.
I'm about to do my first online Smash match right now.
Oh yeah?
I'm apparently ranked 3,049,226 Kirby in the world. It's not bad.
I was looking.
What was it?
3 million.
He's like
Oh,
10
yeah, I forget.
billionth Kirby. I imagine he's a pretty popular character too.
Ness is way more popular for like the pros that I'm seeing than I thought. There's some
Okay.
crazy clips online. That
Hey,
you can recreate
Troy
them
wants to
now.
join the server. Is it all right?
Huh?
Can he take it to the floor?
He'll take it to the floor.
Only if he takes it to the floor. If he doesn't take it to the floor, no Troy. But if he's gonna take it to the floor, it's the kind of attitude we need around here.
I mean, I'm sure it's all right, but Ganji.
Where? I can't see anything. Wants him to be in my server. Well, I'm the only one that can invite people, so I have to invite him. At least I think that's. I don't know if you
Let
can.
me
If you can.
let me in, partner. It's Troy. Would you bang a grandma?
Oh my god, I've been on for 2.5 hours. Didn't seem like that long. But this picture took a while. It took longer than normal. Yeah, I'll put out another invite for this server.
Oh no, he's teabagging my body.
There's teabagging in there.
Yeah, there's actually a whole clip on how to teabag the best and quickest with tool assist. There's a lot of, like, it breaks down the frames. You can teabag every 7 frames, but if you just do it normally, without a control switch cancel or whatever. It gets fucking confusing, dude.
It's a crazy game,
Lag
man. I've
quality's
watched
also
people play it, you know, for money and stuff on YouTube. You know, like they do with, you know, Mortal Kombat and all those other games.
Right. Oh no.
The only thing that sucks about that Switch that I've seen is that to get it to stream to YouTube, you actually have to plug it into a PC.
No,
No. Why are you saying no like Frankenstein?
because I was eating at the same time. But anyway, you can put Streamlabs on your phone and not to use your PC.
Stream banana.
Guys, I'm
Wine,
0-1.
Winegar.
I almost beat him. I lost to Little Mac.
Why,
And Little Mac has a
nigga?
black trainer apparently.
Why, nigga?
Oh, you can rematch too. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna say no though. He was better than me.
We can't mute ourselves.
I don't
So
know.
W,
I don't know
a
what
W
settings
is always
I
a V
have.
in Finnish, right?
I don't know what settings I have on Discord. I'd have to look at it. With all the permissions and stuff, I haven't really played with that yet.
For those videos.
Well, you should have heard him earlier. It was pretty funny what Jerry said.
Yeah, he was
We're talking about garbage disposals, and he's
I can-
saying like, we
I
don't
can
have
hear
them
you
here.
guys.
we don't ever have those, so we don't have to put soda and vinegar down the drain.
Why,
Yeah, I heard it.
nigga?
I was like,
Wine nigga. Yeah, he said wine nigga, not vinegar.
Why, nigga?
Pretty funny.
I laughed at that because Helen laughed too.
Yeah.
One of those laughs where he kicks his leg up in the air.
I think I'm gonna go get some Alberto's tacos, dude. I'm broke.
You-
as
every-
fuck.
Dude, you're all
Seriously.
about
every
that
time
place now.
every time you go there, you get
No,
shit food.
No,
And
no,
you keep
no,
going
no,
back.
no, I told you I figured it out. You just the only thing they put on is lettuce, and even if they put lettuce on, it's on like the edge. They can't fuck those up. It's rice, beans, and chicken tacos. They make them just right.
He said, no, I figured it out.
No, no, no. You don't understand. No, no, no.
Your burrito was awful looking. From there. Is that from the same place?
The burrito. That one time, yeah, that's the same place.
See, now if I really know how to use OBS, I could put up the pictures of it.
Just picture or window capture,
I think
and then whatever screen you want to put up.
Yeah.
Do you know how to pull up like a photo yet? Like on the side?
Here it is. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it.
You are on like a minute delay though, which is weird. I don't know if you have it set up that way on purpose, but
Yeah, I know. I see that. I don't know why it's doing that. Why it's on such a delay from live. I mean, there usually is a small one, but look, there's the tacos. Or no, that was Helen's burrito from this place, and he keeps going back here to eat.
Ugh.
I'm only just now hearing you saying.
Check it out.
Either way, I'm waiting for it to pull.
Look at this mess. It's like so terrible. Like you can't even like see what it is. It makes me feel like it's my fingers like
Are you
squishing.
just pulling your phone in front of the fucking thing?
Yeah, because
He likes fillings. He likes stuff that's really filling.
Look at it. It looks like.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
Oh, that's perfect. What are you talking about? You're just jealous of my OBS skills.
You got everything else figured out. That should be an easy one.
I say I go in stages. This was a big jump. You have to admit that this stream is a big jump. in
Dude,
quality.
you're doing an awesome job. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. Window capture, my friend. Window capture. Just hit another source.
Source.
Hit plus on the plus source sign. Yeah, hit the plus button.
And then I go
Then it'll say which one you want to do.
browser.
Window capture.
Window capture.
No, window capture. Yeah.
Window capture.
And then it should ask you something like
Yeah, it just
edit
says.
properties. Or...
Hang on.
And then
Oh,
it should say,
okay.
I think it's the
I
top
see.
one.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I got Discord now.
Is that the same meal?
But it's not like coming through.
Yeah, Discord won't actually show up. I don't know why. It never does though. So instead, you just have to like open it up on a
No,
a
so
web page.
what you're saying is you don't know what you're talking about.
No,
And I
I
shouldn't
don't know
listen
why
to
it
it.
never does that.
Yeah,
It
see, so
doesn't
this was
open up
completely
Discord. It
pointless.
will never open up
There
Discord.
was
No,
no.
you just gotta click open link in
God.
Discord and then click the browser. Also, window capture won't work a lot of times if the window was open before OBS or before the source was made, which gets confusing. Because sometimes you won't see stuff, you just gotta close down like the browser or whatever window you're trying to do and reopen it, and then it'll recognize it. It's really dumb.
Yeah.
Never listen to anyone who gives you tech tips if they don't have an Indian accent, right, Ryan?
Oh wait, maybe we could try it this way.
Yeah.
We could do. Let's see. Open the picture in. How you can do the Discord app open, you know, where it opens it in the browser, the picture, and then we can try that.
Travis, whatever you sent me won't play.
What was it again? Window, browser,
Window capture, window capture.
window capture.
And to have it actually pop up, I would just pull it up in a browser probably. That's what like Jammer does. That's what Rostog does. What everyone who uses
Travis.
OBS does. You're just gonna pull it up. What?
Whatever you sent me doesn't play.
Yeah, it does.
Recording
It's fine.
13. No, it doesn't fucking play.
Oh, it's just my rough draft
No,
on
it's
my
weird.
rap.
It
But I
won't
wanted.
put up any pictures.
It
Like-
worked for Lemonade. She heard it. I sent it to her first. She was asking for it.
This is just your ploy to ruin everyone's streams.
What do you mean it's not working? Is it not coming up with the screen you want to put up, or?
It's just not working. It's black. Like everything's just black. I'll have to play with it a little bit.
We'll play with it later. Yeah, don't worry about it right now.
Just take it out and
Don't
play
get
with
fr-
it a
you-
little
you've done-
bit. Take it
you've
out
done
and
a
roll
lot.
it around.
Yeah, just pinch it a little bit. Just the tip of it.
Just pull the head a little.
Yank the chain, or how's it go? Push the button, yank the chain. Out comes the chocolate choo-choo train.
That's like extra dirty.
Only slightly more disturbing than your food pictures.
His foot or his food pictures?
Both.
Both.
I wish I had like you know what I need to do? I need to like dig up like my old DJ mixes somewhere so I have something to play. Because none of that stuff's copyrighted. I made all that stuff, so.
Have you ever been in any of these short movies, or do you know people who make these?
Oh yeah, I
kind
know
of-
a bunch of people who make all kinds of movies. Like my friend James, he's very fine crap videos on YouTube. Let's see if I can find his channel. Yeah, there he is. He's taken a lot of stuff down from here because YouTube forces him to all the time. But he also still has a lot of cool stuff up here. Like a lot of his trailers are up here and stuff. Here, I'll put it in my Discord here. You want to check him out. Actually, he's always looking for people to do, you know, play different parts and do all kinds of different things. He makes all the music for it and everything.
Have you told him about Kenny, that he could be a next big Hollywood star?
He would put Kenny in a movie. He would put a lot of people who like to do that stuff. Anybody really.
I would like to write for him and make, you know, like write like episodes. That would be amazing, but you know, that's just like for fun.
Hmm.
Like actually write dialogue for him.
For Kenny?
Yeah. Just make the show up like what he does. It's real easy, right?
Yeah, it must be really easy to get him in front of the camera saying the things that he.
Yeah.
No ad-libbing. What do you mean no ad-libbing? That's how the art goes.
I don't want to stand here.
Howard would have just hours and hours though, just playing that, and probably would love it. The old Howard.
Those videos looks creepy as fuck. Those what you posted, Prince.
My friend James's work. Yeah, he's really out there. He's a real nice guy though. He's real cool. He was actually one of my very first YouTube friends. One of the first people I ever met on here. This is when like all of YouTube was filled with this stuff. Now he struggles to even keep any of it up because it's become such a pussified website. Even artistically, you really can't do much.
You can put them up in a BitChute and just do a little promotional videos in a YouTube saying that, okay, here's in the description is my link to a BitChute, and you can see the full version in there.
He's got I think he uses Vimeo a lot, which is much more friendly towards artists and stuff. They're not such Nazis as YouTube. I mean, I understand why YouTube does it. I mean, the number one YouTuber in the world is that little kid that opens the toys. You know, he made like $20 million last year or some shit off his YouTube channel. So, I mean, do you really think they're going to cater to like, you know, people who do drama stuff or do like horror stuff? No, they want little kids to do more of this shit and make them more millions.
Yeah, because most of these kids, when they watch these videos and all that, they also, you know, give out their information to YouTube, which can then sell it forward.
Yeah, they can sell all that. And, you know, even the companies that make all this crap that the kid reviews, they get free advertising.
Yeah, people who do like travel YouTube videos make it pretty good. They get to go on all the best airlines if they review it and upload it.
There's that one dude who just wanders around Disney World with a camera. He just goes on all the rides. He's a little too upbeat for my taste. He's one of those shot out of the cannon YouTubers. Hey guys, what's happening? Yeah, we're at Disney World. We're gonna try this new ride. It's gonna be so awesome. You guys are gonna love it. You know? It's like, would you die or something?
Yeah, like heavily edited, annoying.
I'll be right back. You get a drink. I can't hear you, so. Whoa.
This is awesome long stream.
Yep. What's something else we can rank?
What do you want to do?
I don't know, rank movies or something? I like debating what's the better film.
I don't know if you can. You know, it's like with stuff like movies and crap, a lot of it's just like opinion and stuff, but I guess you could kind of rank them in some way.
Right. Well,
Like
it's
some of
just
my
like
favorite movies are like completely shitty. Like they're not like good movies at all.
Yeah, and actually, we all see so little of all these, different type of movies. Like, Hollywood is, of course, is putting out a lot of movies, but there's so many Indian movies, and then there's, the rest of the world making movies. Like, there's a, actually, if you haven't, guys, of course, you have seen those, but these African, for example, some Nigerian action movies that they make, like a zero
Those are
budget
probably
and all
great.
that. They are kind of like, African Terminator and stuff like that.
I've seen a lot of poster art from that stuff. And it's like paintings they do. They're really crazy looking posters. It looks like, someone just hand painted them. And it like kind of looks the way it's supposed to, but not really. It looks like it did it really, really fast. South Korea makes some good movies too these days.
I just saw this pretty messed up Eli Roth movie, The
Which-
Green Inferno. You ever heard of it?
Yeah, I've seen that. It's his homage to Cannibal Holocaust, but it's not as good.
Yeah, it was shot pretty well, but the acting wasn't that great.
The story gets a little wonky too, like towards the end. I mean, it doesn't have much of a story. The practical effects, I remember them being shitty. Like when they chop up the fat guy and eat him.
Yeah,
Yeah, have you seen?
It's a scary concept, like the premise.
Have you seen Cannibal Holocaust? The movie that made him want to make that. It's a real classic.
I think
horror
just
movie.
just clips.
It's
I
not
think
even
the
really
animal
a
thing
horror
like
movie.
turned me off to it because they like killed real animals. I think that's like it was kind of like I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, they did. It's funny because
Like a turtle or something.
Well, all this killing of the animals, that's just like the indigenous people doing that anyway. But
Right.
they got in a lot of trouble. They thought like people actually died when they made it, and that's like how good their low budget effects were. They actually tricked people. Like this is the shot that got them in trouble.
Yeah, they passed it off like it was almost like a full documentary, and people bought it, right?
Yeah, they thought it was real, and none of it's real. Except for the indigenous people, they're actually kind of real. There's not like a good picture of it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, check out this picture. This is why they got into a whole lot of trouble. Because it's not gonna come up now. No, it's not. Maybe I can find a better one.
Yeah, that's a pretty disturbing picture.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about it though? Like the way they did it. Like the chick, like that post that looks like it's going up her ass. That's like a little seat she's sitting on. So it's like she's sitting on a post basically on this little chair, and she's holding the top of that stick in her mouth, and it's like made of like foam rubber or something. I can't remember exactly what it was made of. But yeah, people thought that was like totally real. At first glance, it does. I mean, it looks really, really real. But yeah, that's what, going back to your movie, Ryan, that's what Green Inferno was inspired by.
Right. Like there's so many movies on like that thing that we talked about, like Shudder, that are like shock movies. So that's what I'm kind of talking about too. Like anything like that that's interesting or stupid.
Just watch Trauma. They've got a lot in there.
I just downloaded the Rambo movie.
Which one?
Latest 1/5. Last Blood.
The latest one? The newest one?
Yeah.
I just saw that recently. It's pretty funny. You know, he just showed up at the Rocky statue the other week, like last week. It was pretty funny. He was wandering around. I don't know what he was doing in Philadelphia, but he decided to wander over to the Rocky statue, and there was people like standing there, and they didn't even recognize it was him at first.
Who was this?
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Okay, you'll find that.
I watched that third John Wick movie over the weekend, so I decided that I need something similar. So I thought, oh, Rambo 5, yeah, okay, I see that.
Yeah, check this out.
It's funny that Stallone's brother is involved in his movies too. Like he did the song.
Mm-hmm. Frank Stallone. The even douchier Stallone.
And then their mother, who's like the TV psychic.
I always think like his mother was the one that invented liquid paper, but that was like Mike Nesmith from the Monkees.
Was that the dude with the hat?
Yeah, actually it was the guy with the hat. His mother invented either whiteout or liquid paper, one of those. And they were like super rich. That's how they paid for like the Monkees to get started. Yeah, see Sly?
Are they filming another Creed?
Uh,
I don't know. It doesn't
no.
say in the article.
No, he's not filming it. He was just there. I don't know what he was doing there. If he was scouting locations or shooting something else, I don't know. Bloods versus the Muslims.
I don't like that they killed off Paulie.
Oh my God, isn't he dead in real life?
He's actually still alive, but he's not doing too great.
Yeah, I think they would have to get rid of him eventually.
He kind of actually has that cough that he had on The Sopranos when he played Bobby Bacala's dad.
Yeah, that's a great line. When he's like, yeah, I would have rather had your dad shoot me than give me a haircut. Because he's like a barber hitman.
Right.
And he sucked at cutting hair.
I've made the mistake of going to one of those old guys once, and they just don't know the new hairstyles. They just, do your research before you cut your hair.
Oh yeah, like my grandfather's barber is from Italy. He's really funny. He just doesn't even pay attention. He just cuts whatever.
It's actually really sad. If you listen, he did a podcast recently, Burt Young, and he just doesn't sound like he's doing too great.
Yeah, I imagine. I mean, how old is he?
He's pretty old.
Yeah, he's 80. He's gonna be 80 this year in April.
I think he had a lot of tough years. Like,
Well, he smoked
yeah,
and drank forever.
yeah.
He's not from that healthy generation. He's a painter too. Yeah, he's been shown all over the world for his paintings. He's actually a more famous painter, probably.
All right, guys, I need to get off to work.
All right, man.
I'll see you
Have a good
later.
day.
Happy New
I'm
Year.
gonna be wrapping it up soon anyway. We're on 3 hours.
All right, guys, I agree. It's getting late here too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Happy New Year if you don't talk. See you.
Oh yeah. Happy
See
New
you,
Year
fellas.
if I don't see you.
Happy, guys.
Oh, it's Helen. He's
Nice
still
talking to you.
here. It's a fucking
I'm still
Nintendo
here.
head.
I was listening, looking at what Muslim Community Patrol is. This
Yeah,
guy
so was
obviously doesn't
I.
like Muslims.
What the hell is this? All right,
I
man.
guess Vice did a new story on them too, and they roll around in cars that look like NYPD. Oh, it's weird.
Oh God.
But yeah, man, good show tonight. Thanks for streaming, dude. It's fun.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I could start doing it more now. I think I have a pretty good handle on how everything's working now.
Yeah, you figured it out. I thought I was gonna have to try and guess, because I don't remember how to do the sound stuff. I know I got it figured out, but it's so long ago. Did you have to download another program like?
No, I
No?
didn't. I just had
Okay.
to. What I do? I just did an audio output capture, and just had it capture what's going through my headphones, and that's how it works.
Oh, okay.
That's all I had to do.
Yeah, I had to download another one, like another like a software thing, so it would recognize what I wanted it to do.
Oh, like Jari's banana thing you kept talking about.
Whatever Rostog uses, that's the one I use.
No, I didn't have to do
All right.
any of that.
Yeah,
All right, man.
the calm
See you
painting show
guys.
is good.
All right.
It's always
Good
good. You
alternative.
should send me some paintings, man.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
drawings I
take
can-
pictures of them all, and people want to buy them or people want to just have them. Just let me know.
Put
I'll
them on
send
Etsy,
it to
dude. Yeah.
anybody who wants
You
to.
might as well, instead of holding on to them, put them up for $2 each. I mean, that's pretty.
Yeah, I mean, you
Fuck
can
it,
just
$5, $2.
give me your address. I can send you stuff.
Yeah, man, I definitely will in the future.
Yeah.
All right, see you
all
guys.
right. See you guys later.
me. Don't dox me.
See you later, man. Have a good
Later,
day.
buddy.
Bye bye. Well, that was a fun show, and I'll get more people in the Discord soon. I'll be posting a link for that and Kenny's and probably just Kenny's. I don't know where else anyone would see it anyway, but yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Maybe we'll do something tomorrow. Who knows? See what's happening. And if I don't see you, have a very good New Year, and don't do anything retarded. Don't crash your car or anything. See you later, everybody. Bye bye.